what I wanted to do is do this.
Yeah. You down with BCP? You down with BCP? The following content is intended for a mature audience. Only viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Yeah. To the tune of OPP, minority by nature. No time for idle chitter chat and petty iterations. Teaming to me exponentially like I'm Barack's inauguration. Erratic calculations, nah, I runs the infinite. Only way I slow me down is with some calcing by a limit. They might no longer show the work to answer self-evident. Some truth should be proclaimed in the Declaration of Independence. Things not instantaneous can be approximated by adding up our changes till everything integrated. Word to my partners in calculus. Yo, you down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. Integral, grind exponential. You down with BCP? That's the way we rotate radiannually. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Let's blow. Switch the flow. Shift the tempo.
All right, guys. He's still trying to dance, Peach. Still trying after all this time, man.
Trying is the operative word.
But see, you guys don't even know this is a live report. I got Boston covers on the scene, dude. So I've been scouring Wisconsin all week. That's why I've kept secrecy from you guys. I've been to like Green Bay and Oshkosh. Just coming back from Rhinelander. I got in a big fight in Rhinelander. But I've been trying to find Green Bay fans that think Jordan Love and the Packers are going to do any better than 500, even with the easy schedule they got, you know. And we know the Bears will kick their ass. But I'm telling you, nobody can even answer that question, Peach. They can't even show me any way that they think they're going to win 10 freaking games and maybe have a chance in this division. I do got to head over, guys. The guy tore my rotator cuff. This is the best I could do. Shorty, I'm sorry, that i16 phone you gave me for getting all the pictures out here, they took it, they broke it, man. I had stuff from Rhinelander and Oshkosh and Green Bay, and
Wait a fucking second.
I'm in the middle of Wisconsin, dude, literally, because
I know. I thought you were going.
I just was in like a 50-mile car chase when you guys saw me first with some guys from Rhinelander.
What the hell are you talking about? I thought you were going up there to get some mustache rides, dude, to get your mustache stained. And now you're in.
Well, that was just a cover. That was just a cover because I wanted to see these Packers. You know, when they got pissed, I even put on the sneaker hat where I had to show Chicago because I couldn't wear my Bears gear up here, but they can walk around Chicago like they own the place. Just because you wear a Green Bay Packers suck shirt, they can light you on fire, and that's okay. But I'm just outside. I'm actually gonna head to Antigua. I gotta get some X-rays and maybe some for the rotator cuff. Mustache rides were free on Monday and Wednesday night. So
wait, they were free to the women or free to you?
Well, Green Bay Packer women. They paid for them. Free. I think I let one in that was 62, but you know. I got a couple thousand years on him. It don't matter.
Foster in a high beach.
And I'm really in Wisconsin, guys. Look up Summit Lake and Antigua. I'm in the middle of Wisconsin. I've been scouring out here all week, dude. Bunch of pussies. Yeah, Green Bay sucks. Green Bay sucks. Oh, shit.
You have to get Flintstone mobile.
I gotta tell you, that's impressive. So you just got into a fight with some Packer fans. Got your rotator cuff broken, huh? Oh shit. Okay. Now he's getting pulled over. Dude, are you okay? Oh shit.
Only Foster. Only Foster. Only Foster.
It had to be the best opening of all time. What do you run from the cops now?
No, it was a bunch of scumbags from a Dollar General store. I think they were crack addicts. I don't know if they were Packers fans. I just didn't want to stick around. I love Wisconsin, though, but, there's messed up people everywhere, Peach. Look around their stage.
I just thought it was a bunch. I just thought it was a bunch of snowmobile riding, boat riding fishermen, drunks that like to grind their pussies on Foster's mustache.
Where do you think the connection began? I don't know what he missed, Peach. So, Peach, I was on an expedition in middle Wisconsin when I came across four.
This guy's hilarious. I freaking love Foster, man. Fucking Foster. Let's give him a round of applause, everyone.
Foster is truly the man. He is the man, the myth, and the legend.
He's the man, the myth, the legend, and the legend, the myth, and the man all combined into one. He's like front and back and forth.
Woo-wee.
My goodness. We got a lot to talk about tonight with the schedule release. Before we begin, how are you doing, my man, PJ?
Smooth and easy.
So that means I can get a hookup with you.
You can what?
So like if I wanted to hook up with you, that'd be easy to do. I thought that's what easy meant. Like you're easy. No? I'm just asking, dude. I'm just asking.
I'm just trying to think of the best way.
Not that I want that. I'm just saying,
I'm just trying to figure out the best way to let you know this. Absolutely not.
Man, thank God. If you said yes, I'd be like, dude, cut him, Carl. His assets to this channel are gone.
No.
Oh my goodness, man. Let's get to our chat page.
Okay, we got Crooked Commish. Thank you again for joining us last week. Man, we have A.C. Adam.
Hey, come on, man. Wait. Let's have some chemistry with this, please. Just dive in. Just don't.
Well, I was trying. You said we got a lot to cover on this show, so I was trying to get through them, bro.
I know, but you don't have to get through them. Raw dick this, or don't raw dick this.
Let's fucking my pussy, darling.
Oh my goodness, we have
A.C.
Adam.
What? No super chats?
We have
J Grizz.
J Grizz. Then we have Vizzo. Yo.
Oh my man, Rick Gonzalez. Fuck Green Bay. Let Caleb be Caleb, my man.
We have Cliff Victoria, who's been with us from the beginning.
Then we have, let's do it together. Minister. Charles Johnson.
Then we have another longtime member or longtime subscriber,
Atmos. What's up, Atmos? Great to see you tonight. And of course, Tony Moy.
Another one who's been with us for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have our guy, Adam Mason, joining us in Bear Down.
What's up, Adam Mason? We have my aunt in here again. What do you think of the Bear schedule? Auntie Debbie, we're going to be talking about that in just a few moments. We've got, who else?
Heidi.
Here?
We have Heidi.
We also have
Acapulco.
Heidi, you got to get your beautiful face on this show again and your beautiful accent and your beautiful hair. to talk Bears with us again. We love having you on the show. And
another long-time subscriber, Mr.
Sir.
Mayhem. Then we have John, 3316.
John, what's up, John? Is 3316 from the Bible?
I know John 3:16 is from the Bible. That's for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Well, maybe he added the 3 just for more effect.
No, it's probably somebody already had the original.
Oh, true, very true. 100% true. What's up, Black? This is actually Black Diamond. What's up, Black Diamond? Great. I hate that they changed the whole.
Yeah, Pretty King. Petty King.
Yeah, that's Black Diamond.
Okay, Black Diamond Ice. Then we have Real Little Steve 9.
We have Real Little Steve 9. Thank you for joining us. We have Maurice Lester. Thank you for joining us, and fucking Foster. Oh, that was Carl that played that. I actually thought
there's
that
no shot that I tricked the host of the show into thinking that Foster. Unbelievable.
I thought Foster played that on his
right on time.
That was good, man.
I do think Foster fell for it for a very short second, though. So if that's the case, I feel accomplished.
We have a Marcus Jones.
Marcus Jones. Rick. Rick's asking, are you making the Bears game in Atlanta? Dude, I have season tickets to the Falcons. I've talked about this ad exhaustion. If you haven't heard it, then email me and I'll explain it to you, because I feel like I'm going to bore everyone with that story. Yeah, I have season tickets, so I'm definitely going. And anyone that wants to come down and go to the game, like, I want to get a like the last time that they played here, we had like 2, 4, 6, 8. We had like 10 or more of us that all went to the game together, and most of us sat like right in my area of my season tickets, and they were like empty seats, so people were willing to like switch seats and stuff. So we were like all together, man. It was a lot of fun, and the Bears took over that shit, man. As far all the way from the tailgating sections all the way to the game, it was just amazing. So anyone that wants to come, anyone with the dick and a vagina, anyone with a dick and a vagina that wants to come down and join me.
So they can have both?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's sure, yeah, of course. So, yeah, if anyone wants to come down for the game this year, email me and we can try to hook up, man. That would be amazing.
Benjamin Williams.
Benjamin Williams, thank you for joining us. There's a what's this poll going on right now? What's the ideal night in Wisconsin? Mustache ride, beer brats, snowmobile chase, fuck the Packers. 93%. And 7% said beer brats. That's what I ended it with.
We can tell from the results that Foster hasn't voted on the chat poll so far.
Foster is like, he's in the middle of a fucking mustache ride now. I wanted to know, like, did they pay him or does he pay them? You think that they pay him, right?
Well, we're not going to talk about illegal activities there, so we're not going to talk about who's paying who. But I do want to say hi to Chief Laterio. Is that Levante Rogers?
Levante.
Am I right?
Rogers. Thank you for joining us tonight. You guys are all amazing. We love you guys.
Cool.
And also, I forgot to mention that we also have Adam Mason's co-host, Carl, tonight, that's joining us on the show for the first time in a month and a half. So let's welcome Carl to the show. Okay, I guess Carl is.
Well, we have breaking news, everyone. Breaking news: leaked footage from Foster's last adventure in Wisconsin. Everyone.
Let's get the hell out of here. Kilo 6-1, the primary exco point is compromised. We're en route.
No, you have to pull up that cartoon of Commander McBride.
Commander McBride.
We definitely should find a way to use some AI to get
Commander
Foster integrated
McBride.
into Commander McBride.
That is truly Foster.
It's very it's the most
Lifelike.
on-brand thing I've ever seen.
That's the one thing I don't understand. When you guys have the quote thing, I go along with it, but I don't understand it. Is that from Commander McBride?
Yes.
All right. Commander McBride. Quite.
Brag.
If you want the
McBrag.
actual
Bragging.
Commander
Like you're
McBrag, I'll
Yeah,
just
like you're
throw him
bragging.
on screen.
Quite.
Quite.
Peach.
Wait, is
Hey,
that
Pete.
cigarette smoke or is
Pete,
it
wait.
just that cold?
Peach, we know the truth.
Hey, how many mustache rides did you get in that 10 minutes?
None, because nobody accepted it.
You
Carl. Definitely none. Dude.
I was reacting to Cliff saying that I'm gonna go on ESPN as Jacob Sandals, but that's a whole different avenue
okay,
here.
yeah. You should do that. You should do that.
I should.
Foster, you got to stop asking men if they want mustache rides.
Well, that's why I don't have to give any. It makes it easier now.
Oh, man. So the schedule dropped today. We've been waiting for months for this. Like Games Guru 50. I bet that's my freaking one of my best friends of all time. Because he has like 45 different handles. And what's up, Raging? Great to see you, Raging. Games Guru, man. He has like 45 to 75 different handles, and I always know which one is him. Just by there's like guru something in it, because he is a damn guru. He is one of the gurus I've ever met, man. Raging, it is great to see you in here tonight again, man. Let's go.
Yep.
Let's talk about the Bears. We've done our warm-up. It's time to talk about the Bears. The schedule has dropped. We've been waiting months for this. We knew who and when, or who we were playing, but not when. So I imagine that Carl, our producer, who's like a very adamant no in the background right now, has nothing for us tonight as far as who we are playing.
So this is a total. We're gonna call the shots here live on the stage. I mean, I just did a show with Adam. Adam confirmed if we play the schedule release video where Rome Odunze cosplay as Bob Ross, very funny video in my opinion. If we play that video, the YouTube video becomes demonetized immediately.
That sucks.
So if we want to deal with that, we can. Otherwise, I would suggest we just go off the images. I can try and get something a little bit more professional blown up here so that we can actually see what the hell we're looking at. Let me do that. Let me see if I can do that.
Everybody just lean in close.
Foster, I do not want one of your patented mustache rides, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see what I can throw together.
You don't have very much of a mustache. It wouldn't help you anyways. It would more stain your nose.
Unbelievable.
Good night, everybody.
So let's see what we got here, boys. This is pretty good. It's blown up at least. Let's see. If I was to save this image. Have you guys seen anything from the schedule release?
That's none of your damn business. So thank you. Stay out of my personal affairs.
Carolina Panthers.
Gotcha. Well, I'll bless you with you guys with some knowledge. The Bears will be playing on 3 holidays this year. Do we want to guess what those holidays are?
Thanksgiving, Christmas,
and
Christmas.
Valentine's Day.
There you go. Why would the Bears be playing on Valentine's Day this year?
Super Bowl.
That's exactly my point.
Exactly. That's
yes, that's exactly. Of course, the Super Bowl, because I've said this before and I'll say it again. the Bears are going to be Caleb Williams is going to be the league MVP and the Super Bowl MVP of this season.
Quite.
Where's the quite video so I can understand this?
You have never. How old are you? You've never seen Commander McBride?
No,
Hey, Peach.
I'm 51.
Peach, tell me it's a shame that he's never seen him.
It's a shame. Guess he never seen. I guess he never seen Boerwinkle, Underdog. Never. I mean, it was all part of the same thing.
Yep.
Bullwinkle.
Sherman and Peabody.
Of course, I've seen Bullwinkle.
Okay, what about Underdog?
Oh my God, my favorite.
Sherman and Peabody.
All part of the same group.
Sherman and Peabody.
Sherman.
All part of the same cartoon.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay, Mr. Peabody.
All right, I'm looking it up right now on my own time. Commander McBride.
Man, only on BCP can we talk on Bears release day, and we're talking Commander McBride, Underdog, and Sherman and Peabody. Only on BCP, man.
You're damn right, because
you gotta love Therapy Thursday, brother.
It literally is Therapy Thursday, and it certainly is. Foster, you missed before the show what I was talking about, and we'll have a conversation about that privately. But I got some shit going on in my life, and it's just nice to have this. This is therapy for me, because there's so many times I'm just like, I don't want to. Like today, I completely forgot there was a show today, and then I saw the text from Carl, like, you want me to set up the show? It was like 3:00. I'm looking at this at like 6:30. I'm like, yeah, if you can, please. I realize he's the co-host of the Adam Mason show, so I was like, oh, I don't want to bug him right now while he's doing a show with Adam, so I'll just do it myself. And then he's like, I was on this thumbnail the whole time.
Record, I busted my balls open getting my work done in my 9 to 5 so that I could take my dog for a walk so that I could be available to get this show set up before I did the silly Adam show. So as soon as I was in the middle of that, you're like, oh, I got it. I'm like, come on, man.
Replace the thumbnail, though. It's a hell of a lot better thumbnail.
Nah, it's quite all right. So it's done and over with. I think I can share that clip right now. Hopefully.
Well, at least you got to walk your dog. I was carrying my dog outside after he shit on himself, and had to put him on a stand so he could stand on his legs, so I could take off his diaper so he could piss all over his legs. So at least your dog can walk. I mean,
I really did hurt my shoulder if we're going for this route.
Anyway, here we go.
Just in time for tea. How refreshing. Quite.
Okay, I get it. I remember that, yes.
I was going to say you remember it.
Quickest clip of all time.
How refreshing, quite. Yes, I get it. What's up, Scrolls? Thank you for joining us tonight. All right, let's get into this shit. So are we doing like a record prediction right now? Because don't we normally do this?
No.
We could do one like maybe next week.
But no.
This is just a reaction to it.
We've always done this, haven't we? The first yes, we have, PJ. So no, listen, hear me out. Don't know me again. We do it. We've always done it on the night that it came out, and then we adjust it before the season starts.
Negative.
That's it. All right, well then you're out. So
let me find the Google Doc.
You're out.
I think you're because when the schedule first comes out, we've
done this every year. Like we talk.
Well, don't hear me out. Go ahead.
Do you know what it was?
Shush, PJ. Quite. Finish your sentence.
Hold on. I literally have the Google Doc. I can prove it. It says that the predictions were made on May 15th.
Ha! Thank you.
And then we do produce a proper one later on
before the season starts. May 15th?
Yeah, but I've modified the. Oh, I guess this was with
Jesus Christ.
The Bearskin
Yes,
Film
my
Boys.
son.
They do it in August as well, so it's like an improper one and then a proper one later. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. We just do it now for fun, and then when the season starts, we do it again for like, what do we really think it's going to be, based on preseason and all that stuff. But if PJ doesn't want to do it, that's fine.
Hey, we can do
As long as we
anything
don't
we
keep
want at
track.
CP.
Do we not keep track?
Oh, we're keeping track, PJ, and then we jump.
This is just for
It
fun,
doesn't
though.
matter, dude.
It's
It
just
doesn't
for
matter.
fun. Hey, I'm not
We will
pushing,
get,
bro.
we will get our preseason picks in August
All
or
right,
September. Do we do it?
I
It's usually
don't
August or September.
I don't want to peeve off PJ, so if you don't want to do this tonight, we don't have to. We can just talk about the games and
I mean, you can talk about it. I'm just saying I don't want to have a record of saying, "Oh, you predicted such and such on the day the schedule come out."
okay, well I do myself, so you don't have to say anything. Anyone else want to participate? We can, because eventually we're going to get the chat involved and hear what they have to say. So I think this should be the good. So it's just going to be me, Foster, and Carl.
Yeah, I'll say because I get to adjust it, but I usually look at it and I think I almost stay the same, or maybe one game later.
If you give me a second, and I know Shorty wants to put pen to paper, I can whip up the old Google Doc here, so that's
I
not a
already
problem.
have it. I'm literally writing it down right
Well,
now.
how are we going to share that on the screen?
We're not. This is the same.
If you
Yeah, we
stall,
don't.
if we find a way to stall here, I can whip up the old Google Doc. I've got what the actual schedule is in front of us. We can discuss.
All right, let's stall.
predicting.
Let's stall. So, what is this? The first game of the season? It's against the Panthers.
It's
Yep.
in chronological order, left to right. So,
Are you fucking really?
Yeah.
Yep.
The Panthers
Yeah.
In Carolina.
in Carolina.
Carolina's.
Wow. Okay. Everyone.
I got a question for you guys. Are the Bear? I mean, is the NFL having teams play on Wednesdays now?
One game, I think,
Is it just
to
one?
start the season. Well, the
Okay.
only one left, Peach, will be Tuesday.
That's crazy.
Only game, only
Well,
left. And you'll see it.
Wait, are you serious? This is even news to me. So if I go to the NFL website where they
first game
posted
is-
week 1.
Wednesday.
Oh wow! So it's instead of Thursday, it's Wednesday. There has to be a reason for that. What's the reason?
Isn't there a Thursday game right next to it?
No.
Here's the
Okay.
reason for that is because another network is paying a
No,
lot.
I
of money.
lied. I lied. There absolutely is. So there's the kickoff on Wednesday, which is the Patriots at the Seahawks. Then in Melbourne, Australia, apparently, they are playing a Thursday night game.
Wait, what?
49ers at Los Angeles or at the Rams.
And then what's the very next game, Carl?
It's the Bears Panthers. That's the noon game.
Okay.
That's crazy.
They're playing in Melbourne, Australia.
That's what that
crazy.
says.
See,
to
I
me.
even knew this. I knew this little bit, and I knew that the first game was on Wednesday because everybody was talking Bears and Seahawks or Bears and Eagles on Wednesday.
That's totally wrong. It always starts Wednesday. I think that you're mistaken, John.
No, it
King Bravo
doesn't.
Stockton. It always starts on a Thursday, and it's a dedicated game.
it's Thursday.
What
It's
they did
Thursday.
last year was there was the Thursday night kickoff, and then there was a Friday game as well,
Friday.
which was in either
Yeah.
Mexico or Brazil. I can't remember. It was
Right.
literally
Right.
Eagles Packers.
So it's only one, then,
Well,
right?
Yeah, it's
right.
one game.
There's only one game each day, but it's
One
literally Wednesday, Thursday, and then
Thursday,
Sunday.
Sunday.
No, what I'm saying is for the year, there's only one game on Wednesday.
Yeah,
I
So
don't
far,
I don't
yeah.
know about that. I can't
No,
confirm
Pete,
that.
Because I would hate to
They-
be the team that plays on the Sunday and then have to turn around and play on a Wednesday. That
And
would,
you-
they'd have to do a bye week in
That's
between.
not.
games.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
It would be
Somewhere.
it would be like a Thursday night teams play because they'd have to have like a Thursday night
Yeah,
team.
but they-
Wait, hold on. Let me finish. A Thursday night, both teams play in in a different country a week later on like a Monday or like on another Sunday or on a. They couldn't. That's impossible. Like it's like a 18-hour
only
flight
one
to
Wednesday.
Australia.
There's only one.
God, I hate that shit. And
To
I,
start the season.
I love our British Bears, you know,
Good.
who have their own show on this channel, but it's like I hate when they fly. I hate the fact that they want to introduce it will have to be another one or two conferences at the very least in order to you can't have when one team's flies
Making
there
noise.
or whatever, they have to stay there for like a good couple of weeks to adapt and play a couple of games, and then vice versa. Like, why are they trying to do this? It's so absurd to me. Ugh.
Well,
It's all
whatever you're-
money, and when the TV contract expires, you will now be paying to see every game in the NFL, just like every other sport.
But Carl, I'm seeing here the Bears do not have any games scheduled in Australia for 2026. There's 17
I'm not
games.
saying that the Bears would. I'm saying
Oh.
the Melbourne game on Thursday is the 49ers at the Rams. That is the matchup.
Oh, I thought you were saying the Bears are going there.
No, I literally have the Bears schedule in front of you right now. The Bears don't
Yeah,
have
but
any
we don't-
international games.
But nobody knows where those games
God,
are
right?
at.
It's quite.
Would
So-
it say Australia under one of those helmets?
White is away, right? So anything orange on the time, right? So Vikings, Eagles, Jets, those games are at home.
I understand that. But if we were playing, let's say in Australia or in England, would it say underneath one of our home games or
I
away
would
games?
sure hope that the
England
Bears
or-
social media team would make that well known. But again, the Bears do not have any international games, to my understanding.
Thank goodness. Give me the round of applause, please, Carl.
Wait, hold on. Why are we having a round of applause? Are you suggesting
Because
that
I
we
don't want-
any more moments like this from Jason UK Bears? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
What
but
are
if
we
it
doing?
was in Australia, he wouldn't have that moment.
I don't know. Maybe he would. I don't know anything about
We
him.
can
I don't know if
find
he would
somebody.
be able
I
to
know a
walk
guy.
to Australia.
There's-
Foster's from a land down under. I don't know anything about these guys.
There's
I'm
two
not going to
types-
assume nothing.
There's two types of games I do not want to play in any single season. A game overseas and a game in Miami in the beginning of the season.
When is Ireland from down under, PJ? I just want to know.
It's just a joke, Foster. It's just a joke.
I know, but so was mine, dude. Foster,
Wait
they say
a
Foster's,
second.
Foster's is Australian for beer. Well, sorry, Foster's actually an English name.
Foster.
But,
After joke.
we were chased out of there because we had some other type of things going on. So we ended up Ireland, starving because the potatoes were growing terrible and killing people. We suffered.
Foster, do you hear that?
I do. I outran him, dude.
Sure you did, buddy. Sure you did.
Wait, Scrolls, you only work 8 hours a day? You freaking part-timer. Oh, man.
All right, you guys ready to get to the schedule?
I was ready 15 minutes ago, man. Let's do this shit.
You are
All
like
right.
the battery, dude. You're never ready.
Okay. First game of the season is an away game at the Carolina Panthers. I would
That's-
say, because I'm not wanting anyone to write my predictions down. I would like to think that the Bears should be able to win this game, though.
Write them all down, Carl. Quite
Foster?
rightly. Absolutely,
I
dude. I'm
can't
with you
type
100%.
very well.
And I'm telling you, Peach, we do this, and I swear to God, I don't think we've hardly changed our picks when we got to August or September. Because Carl did the rewrites last year. I'm just saying. I'm going with the Bears all the way on this one. I'm with you, Peach.
Okay. Carl?
Oh, you're already making me guess here. So the first game at the Panthers.
Yes.
I was trying to do my best to tell Adam and his fan base over at Bear Down Sports that week one is a coin flip, right? I remember, and I can't remember if this was Caleb
What?
Williams' rookie
A
year
coin
or what.
flip?
Just listen here, man. I can't remember if the game against the Titans, where Jalen Johnson had the interception to win it at home, if that was Caleb Williams' rookie season. I can't remember it. But I remember that game was very competitive. Titans looked very good against the Bears in that week one game. And the Titans ended up being one of the worst teams in the entire NFL that year. So anything's possible. I truthfully, when I look back at it now, I wish that we got the Seahawks week one. Because if we lose to a good team, that's fine. It almost feels like we have a better chance of beating a really good team. I'm going to say that the Bears win this game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears lost. And again, that could be where the Bears lose this game, and then the Panthers end up being fourth in their division. Week one is a crapshoot, man. On paper, all things considered, though, yeah, Bears should beat the Panthers to start the year. Absolutely.
Okay. What do you got? What do you got, Shorty?
I mean, really? This is a blowout. This is we're gonna. This is a perfect start to the season, man. We're gonna win this game like 42-6 at the Panthers. Are you kidding me? Like it is hot in the South.
Shorty, what do you say? What do you say to save this? Save it. Clip it.
Clip this. It is hot in the South, but it's also hot at that time of the year in Chicago. This is a blowout, man. What do you mean? Like I thought everyone thought this game was going to be the Seahawks or like the Patriots or something like that. Like the Panthers, like that's a gimme, man. The NFL did us right on that one. A complete blowout. It starts the season off really well for us.
Okay, with that being said, the chat is responding that Raging Oracle saying Panthers are on the rise. Jay Grizz says Bears 45, Panthers 17. Cliff Victoria says Ben has all off season to plan for the Panthers. Bears should win this one, go 1-0. Levante Rogers says that Bears should win this one, go up 1-0 in this record. And Games Guru says Bears are winning. And Bear Down Sports says 34-17 Bears.
I'm gonna say this, Carl. I was at that Tennessee game. So were you, Shorty.
Yep.
So I saw that game and it was ugly. And I'm gonna say this is a closer game because the Panthers are on the rise, but I still think Ben and the company handles it. It'll be like a 23 or a 24-17 game.
You guys
just look at the opening games every year for the last 10 seasons even. Just go
That's
back
my
and watch
point,
some of them.
right? Like once both teams are in mid-season form, is this game any sort of close? Even in Carolina, even in whatever perceived heat?
No,
I know it's not close. My point here is that week one is effectively a coin flip.
Carl, PJ, how much progress has Carolina made since the end of last year? Remember the last 5, 6, 7 games? They were actually on the up, if I remember correctly.
It's really weird because I remember last year they took a lot of players on the draft that a lot of, I'll say pundits, in our Bears YouTube social media space here. I literally can't remember their names, like Nick Scourton, just these guys that we liked. Well, the Panthers got them. What happened in this year's draft? Well, they get Sam Hecht, the center that we liked. They got another player that I can't think of their name. It's like they're building correctly, in my opinion. It's just that they're banking on this football team being led by Bryce Young. I think that lies the issue. He's not a good quarterback. I think he's already essentially shown you his ceiling, and that's not even a Pro Bowl quarterback.
I would argue that he is a good quarterback, but he's just built like a 16-year-old middle schooler, dude. He just can't.
That's a good point.
He's not a bad quarterback. He just doesn't have the frame, man. He's too short and he's got good touch on his pass, good spin, but he just doesn't have the arm strength to get over that, get over his shortness. So
didn't they make one
big
move
it's a shame,
on offense?
Peach, what do you think about this? Because I think the Bears with Ben, they're like a season ahead. So it's the game in 2027 when we play them again because they are on the rise and so are we. That's the game that I'm going to worry about. I just think at this point, it could change in September. My mind might change on this. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Peach.
I think, my short answer is simply that I think
Bears.
Given what Ben has said already as far as what he's liking out of OTA, it's OTAs, that he's liking what he's seeing as far as compared to last year, where their progress is. So I'm thinking the Bears should come out on top, even though it's a road game. And Carolina was a playoff team, but I still think the Bears should win. I want to get to the chat real quick too. Chat says,
wait! Looks like you're actually calling your predictions. I'll just write down a win for you. Then go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop then. All right, Vizzle Joe says Panthers are going down. Who else we got here? Raging Oracle, Panthers are a top 10 defense. The Scroll says Bears 63, Panthers 10. If I miss you guys, someone, I apologize. Moving on to the next one, though.
Well, hold on, PJ. Just
Hold
want to
on.
capstone what I
No.
said against about the Panthers because
Oh,
I was
okay, I'm sorry.
confused. The Panthers ended up opening up the pocketbook, the checkbook, so to speak, to sign Jalen Phillips. That was what they did. They overpaid for Jalen Phillips, who was
The
pass
edge,
rusher
right?
from the Dolphins that got traded to the Eagles last year. All that money being given to Jalen Phillips by the Panthers is going to give the Eagles a comp pick for the record. Just let the record show on that.
Oh, yay, good for them. I want to add
The
to that.
Panthers added to their defense by signing Chicago Bears legend Travis Gibson, and then in the draft, on top of Sam Hecht, they drafted Zakee Wheatley, who was a safety from Penn State, who we projected to the Bears before we were kissed by God, so to speak, with the Dylan Thieneman transaction. But anyway, I digress there.
Okay, so I just want to say hello to Slim Boogie. Thank you for joining us. Semi-pro Jackie Moon. Awesome to see you.
Hey.
Never seen you before, but thank you for joining us. We're doing our predictions. So I got me with a win, Foster with a win.
Yep.
Carl with a loss. Carl's with a win.
I said win.
Chat is overall a win, as we can see. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Okay,
Vikings.
next one is Minnesota Vikings. It's a home game at noon. Again, I'm thinking that the Bears should be able to pull this one out. I think it might be close. Go ahead, Foster. What you got?
I'm with you 100%. There's confusion at quarterback. There's things that we'll talk about prior to this game because we'll know more, but I'm going Bears.
Carl?
I said on Adam Mason's show earlier that I see this team having a very easy road to 10 total wins, and that's even with the Bears having a poor performance in the NFC North. I don't know if the Bears are going to sweep the division, if they're going to go 2-4. Vikings game at the end of the year is away. I would hate to be the guy who just says, oh, we're going to win at home, lose away. I don't like that. I know my next two results, so I'm going to give you a shocker and just say they're going to lose. I feel like, again, it's not a coin flip per se after week one, but kind of like last year, a team, they beat you when they shouldn't have. Maybe something stupid happens. It's a divisional matchup, so I'll just say a loss here just for giggles.
Okay. Shorty. Unless you want me to go to the chat first.
Vikings at home. So we're looking at another new quarterback switch, right? And
It's
a new
most
offense.
likely going to be Kyler Murray that wins the job. Yes, that's how
Of
I
course,
would
yeah,
view this.
That's what
Of
we're
course,
thinking.
but they have I truly believe in their head coach. I think he's
Yep,
one of the
true.
best in the league. I think that they're going to give us a run for our money, but it's a win.
Okay.
And wait, Carl, you were a win?
I said loss.
Loss, okay.
Peach, they're going to be tougher
And
later
what-
when they get
what-
it together.
What about chat?
Vikings.
Anything from chat about this?
I don't know if we're ready for a chat related. Maybe we can get them next week because I'd like to do like chat polls,
Yeah,
but I'm trying
true,
to track
true.
it.
Fair
I wanna
enough.
give some of the-
Agreed.
I want to
Agreed.
give the chat's responses though. Cricket
Go ahead,
Commission
Peach.
believes it's a W. Jay Grizz believes it's another W for the Bears. Tony Moy, W. We beat.
Okay, overall, we're just gonna overall.
I'm
We're not
just-
gonna
I'm
we're
just
gonna
trying to comment and give chat some recognition. It's not for you to write down. I'm not asking you to write it down. I'm trying to give the chat some recognition.
Thank you.
Win says official chief Laterio.
Levante Rogers.
Devontae Rogers, right. And
Vizzo 2-0.
and Vizzo Joe says a win. Going on to the next one is Philadelphia.
What does PJ say?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh, so we're not taking PJ's
Right.
record anymore right now.
Correct.
No,
could
no,
say it. You could say it.
no.
You could say it,
Actually-
Peach. Don't write his down. Don't anybody write his down.
Listen, actually, PJ said he thinks it's going to be a close game, so I put it down as a W, and I put next to it close.
If he's not giving us a solid answer, it'd be asinine to track.
Yeah,
it,
just don't write it. Don't track it, dude.
Okay, so
Uh,
Philadelphia.
yeah, but he was all into it before you brought that up, before
So-
you
so
started
I'm-
focusing on it.
I'm sorry. Foster and Shorty are 2-0 at this exact moment. Is
Yep,
that the case?
yep.
Sounds good.
If you,
Thank you.
if you don't mind, I'm going to eat
Thank
some sushi while we do this.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Peach. Go to Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is a Monday night game, I believe, and it's a home game. So Philadelphia coming into us. I don't know. I think that's going to be that could be a possible, I guess, upset, if that's a term we could use, where Philadelphia can probably come in and actually beat us. But I don't know. I mean, I'm really truly undecided about this one. What do you think, Foster?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go a tight game, and the Eagles actually win this game.
Okay.
And
what you got,
part of my
Carl?
reason is just they've been
I'm
a lot better, but I just saying the Bears have been a lot better, but it's a Monday night game, and they might have one of those lapses. It's early in the season. Eagles got stuff to prove too, so tough
Yeah.
game. Tough game. Sorry, go ahead, man.
Go ahead, Carl.
Maybe it's just bias off of what we watched in Philadelphia last Black Friday. But again, I'm picking the Bears to, let's say, lose against the Vikings in week 2. And I think that's all the motivation that the Bears would need to essentially put a repeat performance, if not any better, at Soldier Field against these Eagles. I really, really have no respect for their quarterback. I suspect that their starting wide receiver will be on another football team on week 3. I think that the Bears could not only win this game, but blow them out. So definitely a win for me against the Eagles in week 3.
Okay, Shorty.
He's eating sushi.
Are you
Mr.
muted?
Shorty,
Are you muted?
where are you at? Turn your headphone on and make
Sorry,
some chat.
I muted myself.
Quite.
This is a tough one, man, because this is
Well, you remember what we did, but
they're just like a in the last couple of years, several years, they've been a pretty what's up, D Starin? Steve Rogers. Thank you for joining us. Steve M.
Steve.
1976. What's up, Steve M? Also 2010 Rager. Thank you for joining us. Excuse me. This is a tough one for me because I was really worried about that game last year, and we just manhandled them. And I think they're going to have some kind of thoughts about that when we play them again this year. But I had like the ultimate faith in Ben Johnson.
Yep.
It's just ridiculous, isn't it? So it's like I have my overall prediction already in my head. So it's going to be hard. 14-3.
Oh, that was close.
I didn't want to announce it until I could see how close I was, but I think at home we win this game.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a cricket commission saying that it's probably a loss for the Bears. Vizzo Joel, probably a loss for the Bears. Tony Nimoy think it's a loss. Cliff Victoria saying the Bears could possibly lose this game as well.
I'm going to put that as a loss for chat just for fun.
Okay.
So wait, Foster and Carl, yours were what? Foster was lost, right?
Yep.
And I've got a win against the Eagles.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead, PJ.
I think Raging saying that's an L for the Bears. Yeah, thank you guys for your opinions here. I'm sorry. Lavante says it's a win. So maybe it'll be a good game. I will say that. Moving on to the next one.
You're damn right. It will be a good game. That's for sure, Peach.
Next one is going to be game 4. Week 4 is a noon game at home. First time in a while that I've seen the Bears play 3 home games in a row. But it's a noon game against the New York Jets. You would think them having a new quarterback, them having a new coordinator, them having a new lot of things that Jets may not be ready, especially it's a home game for them. I mean, a away game for the Jets. So you would like to think that the Bears should win that one. So what do you think, Foster?
This is one of my last year. I was like, okay, we should be winning games 28-35 to 19-17. This is one of those games where the Bears win like that for me. It's what we want to see more of weekly. I do.
That's fair. Carl, what do you got?
Sorry, I'm trying to beautify my spreadsheet here.
Got the crayons out.
If they have the result against Philadelphia that I expect them, the team will be riding high. Caleb Williams obviously went on Max Crosby's podcast, talked about how he wanted to recreate the Broncos and be the Peyton Manning offense that would score 40 points a game. This might be one of those noon games where red zone is essentially on the game 24/7. This is well and truly, by definition, a textbook blowout of the Jets. Huge win for the Bears here in Week 4.
All right.
Would 35-19 be considered that, Carl?
No, I'm talking like 42-2. Like it just
Okay,
something
awesome.
stupid. Something stupid. I mean, they have Geno Smith, man. They have Geno Smith, and they just paid Breece Hall way too much money, way too late. I mean, that team, I am not jealous of them whatsoever. They're going to need a new head coach, a new quarterback. Jets fans will tell you that they're banking on what quarterback did they just draft in the NFL draft? I have no idea, man. Cade Klubnik out of Clemson. Like they are in shambles. I am very thankful to not be a fan of the New York Jets. Very thankful.
What do you got, Shorty?
He's eating sushi again.
God damn, I'm muted. Hold on a second.
What are you doing up there, Shorty?
I'm
What
looking
are you
at.
doing up there in your booth?
I'm looking at some stats. Hold on a second.
I can go to
Oh,
the
no, I
chat
think-
while you're looking up your stats if you
Hold
want.
on
I
a
think
sec,
something
hold-
fishy's going on, PJ.
Okay, no, I got it. No, wait.
Quite.
Hold on.
Hold on, man. What are you doing up there, man?
I'm looking at something. Hold on. I didn't have enough time because
See, does this remind you of like
because
Hollywood
well, no.
Squares?
Let
What's he
me
doing up there.
okay. Let me explain. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, so PJ said he had like 3 home games in a row that he can't. It's been a long time since he can remember that, and I thought it happened last year. So I'm trying to find those games that I thought
Yeah,
it
let's
was
go our
last
way,
year,
though.
the year
because
Prove me
before.
wrong. Let's go ahead.
last year was a
doesn't matter.
weird. Last year was a weird season, man. We went. We were
But
at
what about
home.
the Jets?
Wait, hold on. Last year we were at home, away. We were. I'm sorry. Away, at home, away, at home, away, at home, away, and then we were away, at home, away, at home, away, at home, away, at home, at home. You're right, PJ. No, you're right. It's been a while. I thought it happened because last season was a really weird freaking season as far as home and away games. So back to the Jets, we're going to beat the hell out of them. That's a win. What do you guys have quickly? Foster, Carl?
Win.
Win. Foster? Quite?
Oh, quite rightly. Big
PJ's
win.
out of this. What's the chat? Chat is win. I'm gonna guess. What's up, Buka?
Why are you spending the brain power on guessing what Chad has to say without asking them?
Because
He's
I'm
got
just
two-
I'm
There's
assuming.
no point, man.
Carl.
Let's just do it next week.
I'm just
Carl,
like it's just
It's
for
CCP,
reference.
man. It's a dictatorship. He's got
Yeah.
2 votes, got 1.
I know. I mean,
It's-
I have a conspiracy theory that Shorty tried to make this channel named CCP, and he
It's-
fucked up and he named it BCP by accident, and now it's just a big charade.
It's just for reference. It's just
That
All right,
Russian, that
CCP.
Russian alphabet.
Don't make
will
me
get
play
you
the
every
video.
time.
Don't make me play the Zhao Xingping video, whatever it is.
please no. What's up, Buka?
Where we at, PJ?
Wait, does Shorty have the Bears at 4-0 after 4 weeks, or what are we doing? Okay, he says yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Moving on to, because every time I want to bring up the chat, I get shut down. So let's go on to week 5. It's an away game against the Packers. It's the second game on a Sunday double hitter. Be a tough game. Might, in some people's opinion, be our first loss. Foster.
I'm just tossed on this game. I think we're gonna go in there and win, dude. We're gonna go in there and win this year. It's not like we haven't done it recently.
We haven't, have we?
Didn't we win one there last? Wait.
I thought
No,
the
we did
Oh
not.
no,
home game.
we
sorry.
won them both here.
We
'Cause
won
we
the
had the
rubber
playoff.
match in the most
Yeah.
important of the 3 matchups, but we
Well,
definitely did not beat them
it's-
at home.
Caleb is
Now
0
it's-
2.
Now
No.
it's time to take the actual step where
Caleb-
Ben Johnson said, "I'm good at beating the Packers twice a year." 'Cause
Well, he
has
did. He
been
did
doing
beat
it.
them twice a
I
year,
know,
Foster.
but
And
if
for
there
the
was
record,
no playoff game, if
Caleb
they didn't meet
Williams
each other
won
playoff-
his rookie year at Lambeau, just for the record.
That's what I thought.
See, the last game of the year, his rookie year.
So he's basically 3-2 against the Packers.
That's why we're gonna win there.
Lost a game and won a game there.
Correct.
So
Quite.
Carl, did you already give your prediction? I'm sorry, Carl.
No. Again, would I be so bold as to say we'll sweep them? I feel like I'm Ohio State. I'm not referring to the team as what they are, just as them and it and they, them, thou, as
Go
Shorty
Blue?
would say. Yeah, go blue. I should play the video right now, Foster.
They,
Thank you.
they them, thou, though art.
Yeah, we'll say for Shorty's little notes here, they will get the better of us in week 5. I prophesize that. Again, I keep bringing up the show I just did with Adam Mason. Maybe our video earlier today was sent directly to Micah Parsons, and that was the call to action for Micah Parsons to fly to Germany to get some stem cells for his not so healthy knee. So he'll take the first 4 weeks of the season and he'll sit out. And then week 5, he'll be on the juice, and he will have a game against the Bears. There's no doubt. I don't know if our left tackle situation is perfect, right? So if he's going to have a good game, maybe it would be week 5, and I'll just say that the Bears take a loss in week 5, just for that reason alone.
Shorty. Are you muted?
Yeah,
This is a tough one.
just let us hear you slurping your sushi, dude. We don't care.
Man. Fuck the Packers. This is a win.
Okay.
What do you guys say? Wait, Foster and Carl?
Carl says loss to Packers in week 5. Foster says what?
Win.
Oh, wow.
PJ says doesn't care. Okay. Moving on.
He's reserving his right to vote place his ballot at this point in time.
Well, PJ's the announcer for today's episode. He can't be
Yeah.
tainted with his
read
opinion.
a couple of the chats. We got to do 2 or 3 of the chats on each one. We'll keep it briefer. Go ahead, Peach.
Yeah, if you want to go do me a favor, Foster. Go ahead and read a couple of the chats for me.
I can't.
You can. That's right. You can.
I have
Carl.
no way right now.
Carl.
I got to go back to that Dollar General and start with those guys again. They piss me off, Peach.
I'm too busy, PJ. I'm on teamcolorcodes.com. I'm beautifying my spreadsheet.
Shorty is texting the CCP.
Tony, I need you to listen to me loud and
Tony.
clear. Shorty is the CCP. He is not texting that. He is the CCP.
Iceberg.
Iceberg Slim, what's up, man? Says that Shorty has a ramen noodle deal on the way.
Unfortunately, Steven asks, does anyone smell raw fish?
I did Monday and Tuesday.
I'm sure Foster does, yeah. Bizzo Joe says Bears sweeping the Packs. That's a win. Relax, Mikey. What's up? Relentless Mikey. Bears win. So I'm just gonna jot that down as a win for chat.
I forgot I had to say this earlier because I want to shout out Crooked Commish for helping us out and hanging out, man.
The scroll says that Sam Roush will be chipping Parsons all day.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I love when the Bears spend their prime draft capital on a blocking tight end. That's a great point there. I love that.
That's it. You're out of here. You're out of here, girl.
13 person. Carl's
and then Shorty says, why is that Carl not around the show? Well, that's why.
Shorty just proved you can't win. Carl agrees with him. You're gone, dude. I disagree with him. You're gone, dude. PJ doesn't need PJ's indifference. He's gone.
You just disagree with me because I don't disagree with you, so you're gone. What about anyone next?
Next,
just go down the line, Shorty. Go ahead, Peach.
Next is our second road game in a row here. It's a noon game. Should have a big Bears turnout. It's against the Falcons at noon. You would like to think the Bears should win this one, but they are under Stefanski, if I remember correctly, new head coach.
Pop quiz, PJ. Who's the quarterback? Because I don't know.
That's a really good
That's
question
a
there.
hell of a question, ain't it?
Yeah, and Stefanski was, of course, Cleveland's head coach last year, as well as previously before that, he was a Vikings offensive coordinator. So he has some familiarity with the Bears. But that being said, Foster, who you got?
Something stupid happens in this game. Ever since Shorty brought up going to this game, I would just back-to-back away games, and they're in Atlanta, and they should kill them, and then something stupid, Carl. It's going to happen, dude. I got this as a loss.
Not as stupid as thinking that they'll beat the Packers but lose to the Falcons. What are we doing,
That's
Foster?
Because that's how the NFL works.
What are
It doesn't
we
make sense.
doing? Foster, do you hear
I'll
that?
come back to all this September, dude. We
They're
did it
gonna
last
get
year.
you. They're gonna get you, man. They're coming for
Fuck
you.
you, cop. Ah! No. Oh, sorry, Peach.
Foster, I actually thought that you had some kind of you had a button you press on your phone that made that sound happen. I was like, where the
No, I got a real siren, so when they're chasing me, I just turn it on and hit the lights.
hilarious.
Then they go around me.
So
Anyway.
are we on Carl now?
Yeah.
Look-
If you guys remember, last year around this time, I predicted that Ashton Genty would have his best game as an NFL football player in his career against the Bears last year. I have to go back and look at the stats. I'm pretty confident that was the case, that he had the most yards, a couple touchdowns, the most impact in any football game he played last year was
That's
against the
because
Bears.
that always happens to the Bears with players.
No,
like
that's
Cohen.
not what always happens
Because
to the
everybody
Bears.
could run for 5 yards to carry on the Bears.
I was going to ask you, what's the consistency between the Eberflus defense, the Dennis Allen defense? It's Gervon Dexter. It's Gervon Dexter. That football player, whether you like it or not, is going to be starting against the Falcons, and he's going to let Bijan Robinson run for 6 yards a carry. I don't know what it is. And unfortunately for the Falcons, that's not enough. The Bears get the win here, but again, you'll see why I'm very critical of all these offensive draft picks being invested with Gervon Dexter continuously being the starting defensive tackle. So Bears win, but not pretty.
Take of the day. Gervon Dexter is going to get cut.
Okay,
No,
Greg Gabriel.
there's just no way that happens. But
I don't even know what you're talking about. I haven't watched anything. So
Hey, Carl, that's
I'm not kidding.
Vanderberg's first
I
start of
haven't
the year
seen jack
against the
shit.
Falcons.
I'm very close, Foster, out of desperation to building a shrine and begging to that player because we need something at defensive tackle. We need fucking something at defensive tackle desperately.
It's going to emerge. Shamar Turner is going to come out. The rookie that we just drafted is going to come out of the wood.
I got bad news. Shamar Turner plays edge, sir.
He's going to play both positions quite a bit, man. Get used to that idea. And then you've got all the signings that they have. You've got an interior run defender that we got from
all of the cast-off
Indy.
third-rate defensive linemen we signed in free agency. How
But
could
they're
I
all-
forget? How could I forget?
Then you've
Lynch.
got you've got
Remember
Austin
these?
Booker
Remember
up
these
the-
two names? at
Austin
defensive
Booker doesn't
tackle.
stop the run up the middle, man.
Oh my
Lynch
God.
and Loving. Lynch and Loving. Remember those
I
names?
like Lynch. Adam Mason would
I
tell
do
me that
too.
Lynch has no chance of making the football team. I like that player a
I
lot,
think
but he's
I
a
think
defensive
he's on the
tackle
roster,
5.
Okay, stop
He's on the
arguing.
roster.
Stop arguing.
We're agreeing again. Cut us both.
Vandenberg, aka Dan Hampton 2.0, is going to emerge this season as a
I'll
quality
accompany
rookie on this
Foster on some mustache rides in Dearborn, Michigan if this guy's Dan Hampton.
That's
Oh my
scheduled for
God.
August. That's scheduled.
I'll see you there.
Carl, that's scheduled for August.
Well, we'll have to go on Valentine's Day after the Bears win the Super Bowl. If good
No,
old
I'm
Dan
going in August,
Hampton,
dude. I don't care.
6th round 10.0 Raz, 2 out of
Steve,
10,000
tell him-
Raz score.
Yeah.
Tell him at our age, it's about the weather, dude.
Oh, Jay Grizz, I definitely didn't see the Raz score after I made the comment on it. Jay Gris, he literally is the
Quite.
second highest RAS score for a defensive tackle out of 10,000. I'm very well aware of the South African kid.
He
I'm
was
well
a perfect
aware.
10. How is that the second highest? He's tied for first.
Listen to what I'm saying. Jordan Vandenberg had the second highest RAS score of all time as a defensive tackle out of 10,000 samples.
I'm saying, how is that second that's tied for first? He was a 10.0.
Right. There was someone ahead of him. I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm
What
just
is it,
saying.
10.01? Like, it's a 10.0 or nothing less.
Right. So what's
Or
the
more,
tiebreakers
or
of the
more.
RAS scores? I don't fucking know, man. I'll show it to you right now.
You find me the tiebreaker. They're both tied for
Who
one.
cares? Don't just say, "Oh, he's the best
So,
RAS
Peach,
score ever."
Peach,
That's
what
not
does the chat
case.
say about this game? Because did Shorty answer?
No, sure they haven't give his answer yet.
Falcons?
You already know.
Well, of
Son of
course
a
the
bitch.
Falcons there's a win.
The Falcons are going to win.
The Bears are going to be. We're gonna have like 40,000 fans in that stadium, dude.
I know. That's what scares me. It's whatever.
I'm going to try to recruit at least 20 of them.
Crap, we're done for.
Adam Mason, get your ass out here, man. Come stay in a hotel down in Atlanta. We'll meet up for the game, and we'll all fucking hang out.
don't do
beforehand.
it,
Bring
Adam,
the
I've
Loveland
seen-
jersey that you got me.
Hey.
I'll meet you there, man.
Don't do it. I've seen pictures of Shorty's hotel parties, dude. There's guys all over the floors.
So can you guys see this? It's literally
That was a good one.
RAS
That was a good one,
football.
Foster.
Like this is the RAS website. It literally says ranked
Yeah.
ranked 2 out of 2,000, not 10,000. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I know, man.
How can we possibly trust any of the information that comes out of your mouth without you looking it up now, Carl? You were totally off by over 7,000.
You know who does? You know who does the RAS scores? The person who does it.
Sorry, go ahead, PJ. Let's continue on here.
So Raging Oracle says that Jordan Davis was the number one defensive tackle in the RAS score.
Oh,
As far as
that guy is no good.
As far as predictions, I'm not really seeing it right off or what the chat is saying there. So moving on to the next game is going to be a home game. And it looks like it's a night game, could be a Thursday night game against the New England Patriots. The battle of the two quarterbacks here. The number 1 overall, as well as the number 4 overall? Or was he number 3?
Number 3 overall.
Number
PJ.
3.
Yeah.
Just to be clear here, Foster, Shorty, you said wins against the Falcons.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Thank you.
So it's a home game against the Patriots and things they're going through with their head coach right now, as well as
If you guys remind me, I'll show you what the I'll say San Diego Chargers did with their video release. They made a little blurb about this, just for the record. It was very, very funny.
I thought that I read I assumed it was bullshit that like Vrabel was stepping down for a bit or something. Is that true?
What Vrabel did was he stepped away from the team during the draft on like the 2nd or 3rd day.
for supposedly counseling that I heard he never went to. But moving on to the game,
Yeah, it's just total
a
BS.
home game Thursday night against the Patriots. Be a tough game in October. So, what do you got, Foster?
A tie.
A tie. Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
A Thursday night
Yeah,
game and a tie. All right.
Sunday night. Sunday night?
No, it's Thursday night. It's a Thursday night game.
New England wins by 1.
So you got a loss. All right. Carl, what you got?
The last time that, and this game, I'm sorry, is at home.
Yes.
The last time that Drake May was at Soldier Field, he was a rookie, and he ended up winning that football game. It was a nasty little 9-3 type of game, I'm pretty sure. This quarterback is tied with Jalen Hurts for having the least amount of respect for myself. I don't know what it is. I just think that this player's awful. I think that the Bears win. I do think it's extremely close. Only blurb I've got is that I sure hope that the Patriots' former center is not the starting center for the Bears on this day at this point in time. So,
Me too.
Logan Jones.
But I got a win for the Bears.
So what was the Falcons? That was a win too, right, Carl?
It's correct. Even though Bijan Robinson could put up like 50 fantasy points with 225 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns.
Me win.
Huh?
What game are you talking about, Shorty?
The Patriots.
He's talking about
It's
Patriots.
a win. It's a
Would
win.
you like to expound?
Don't let them.
At this point right now, the Bears are the best team in the damn league, and we're not gonna. The Patriots lost the Super Bowl, and they're gonna and all the shit that's going on with this team right now. With the head coach is gonna. It's a major distraction. The head coach is what binds this team together, and it's a major distraction. By this point, maybe the distraction is less, but maybe it's worse. It doesn't really matter. Maybe if we were later in the season and they had a losing record, maybe I would predict that to be a loss because it's just one of those games because they're out to get us. But at this point, I think that's a win. I have them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7-0 right now.
You understand how dire this season is for them as far as wins and losses go, though, right?
Yes.
Robert Kraft, their owner, I think that's the owner.
Mm-hmm.
He's equally as much of a scumbag as Dan Snyder. We talk about the Redskins and what that former owner did to those cheerleaders all the time on the show. Robert Kraft is neck and neck with being elite scumbag with him. It's just that his football team won Super Bowls, so they were able to say, "Oh, it's no big deal. It's no big deal." If the Patriots go out and don't win their division again, I mean that seat's going to become so hot. With Diana Rossini.
They will not. We've seen the Super Bowl hangover. It even happened with the Chiefs this year, man. So this is a Super Bowl hangover year, and the distractions are going to keep compounding on themselves. This season's a wash for them, dude. Consider them a losing team.
Unless the referees get everyone involved.
I totally disagree with just writing them off because of this. I'm just pointing out how important it is for them to get wins. Because if they allow it to become a distraction from the outside and it seeps its way inside, that head coach might have to step down. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
When you evaluate all the shit that's going on, right? All these pictures of Diana Rossini covering the Titans.
Her son's name is
Vrabel.
Is Mike.
Is Mike.
Michael?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
It's probably.
I don't even want to delve into it. It's so nasty. If you go to my Twitter, all I do is just I see the bullshit meme, I retweet it.
It's probably
her next son's name's going to be Levante Jr.
You stole it out of my word, PJ. That's right. Yes. Levante Rossini. Yeah, absolutely.
At this point,
yes, quite.
At this point, we all know it's Mike Vrabel's child. He was with her when she was pregnant. He's like, this is my baby. So
Levante, that was great.
This season is fucked for the Patriots. So this is a win.
Yeah, Tony Moy says it well. Even Foster doesn't want to use that public toilet named Diana. That's right. That's right.
I thought about it and decided against it.
Can you imagine hearing that phone call?
Dude,
hey,
she
Mr.
was on
Vrabel,
she was on the mustache list, Carl.
Hey, Mr. Vrabel, I'm 8 months pregnant. Would you like to meet me on a boat? What are we doing?
Hold on. We cannot talk over each other. What did you say now, Foster?
I said she was on the mustache list, but I had to cross her off. And not with the mustache.
Yeah.
Kraft probably hit that too.
Right, Booker. Kraft was probably like to Vrabel, she gives a good blowjob, man. Check her out. Anyways,
you guys heard that one? I think it's Lonely Island song. He goes, "I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Take a look at me." That was written by Diana.
Awful.
We are terrible tonight.
8 months in. It's awful. It's awful.
Who is this? Francis Anise Russo says Foster prefers public toilets rather than private ones. Is this someone you know? I've never seen this person in chat before. Thank you for joining us.
Is that one of the blue wizards from Lord of the Rings? If that's one of the blue wizards from Lord of the Rings, I'll gift you a sub. That's so funny.
I love when
that's so funny.
I love when we see someone a new name like this that pops in and they talk about one of us like they know who we are. It's awesome because it's like, okay, you've been watching this but not talking to us, and I love you joining us. So thank you for joining us tonight, Francis Enos.
Yeah. No,
Curtis Enos Russo.
I'm reading the chat. Scrolls.
Yeah, these boys are having a heyday. The Scrolls was built for this moment.
Levante Rogers. I would like to put my mustache in Rossini. He's laughing his ass off.
King Buka says, my question is, why is her husband still married?
Yeah.
And the Scroll says, Rossini got that machine washer head. Or washer machine head, I'm sorry.
Rossini is so tiny, like Foster, you could put her on your mustache and spin her around and get your
Levante,
fucking goat.
I'm not going to put my mustache on it. I don't even want your mustache on it, I believe.
I'm just saying.
Your poor mustache would fall off.
She's so tiny.
This thing's been through a lot, dude.
You could. She's so tiny. You could put her on your
Are we still
mustache
live?
and spin her around and get your goatee too. Like it'd be like a whole goatee stain.
Breaking news! I have an incoming message from the New York Post. More leaked images of Diana Rossini on a boat. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Anyway, Seahawks.
Moving on. Seahawks.
Next game up after a 10-game run.
Peach, did the chat say anything about that in New England stuff?
Who gives a shit? I wasn't supposed to write this down.
Okay.
But
well, we do care about what we do care about what the chat says here. But let's talk more about Rossini than the game. So that being said,
so chat, Patriots game, win or lose. Win or lose, Patriots game, chat. Give it really quick. Let's go.
Why? Let's give them their moment next week. We'll give them something more formal.
I know. It's just for reference. I just need one answer and I can write it down. It's just for reference. That's all.
Again,
Shorty, just make up our minds.
Okay, that's a.
Chat's
already gone with us, man. They're like, I don't give a fuck about. Oh, there's a W from Levante. Okay, we got a W. All right, moving on. Benjamin Williams, thank you for joining us. Says, fuck the Patriots. That's another win. Scrolls. Okay, let's move on. Then also the.
Shut up, man.
I was about to say.
Fuck. I wish I could mute him, Peach. I'd put him off.
Go, Peach. He muted himself.
Paging PJ. There's Diana Rossini at the front desk waiting for you.
He's like, no, fuck you, Shorty. I'm gonna mute myself and talk to myself.
He knows what he's doing.
This guy.
I wish we had like closed caption and stuff under the.
So what? Wait, let me try to like this as a Japanese. So what I'm trying to say is, I think that the Bears going into the Seahawks, they're not really gonna have a chance to, in the ear hole, in the mouth hole, and in the eye hole. They're not gonna know what is quite going on here in this game, and therefore, I don't know. I think the Bears, they're gonna lose this game. Are you kidding me, man? We can't hear you. Did you mute yourself? Wait, go back.
He's not muted.
Wait, go back to the full screen, Carl. Not me, him.
Whoa.
So, what you you can't hear me? What? You can't hear me? Try to say you hear me? No, we cannot hear you. Wait, what?
Well, I guess I messed with you real good there, didn't
what I was trying to. No, I knew you were.
All right, then. So moving on. Next game, it's the Seattle Seahawks after 10 days.
So you got this as a loss. I got it.
Hey, Paige, watch my scenario. This is a win.
Okay.
I'm just gonna nice and simple.
Hey, look at that! Look at that! Ked says the live voiceover of PJ is dope. We should do that more, PJ.
Oh wait, I gotta throw this in too, Peach. So when I was blind there for a minute because I hurt myself real bad with the arm being pulled out of the socket. I heard your lips move.
I don't think it was my lips that you heard move.
Sure it was. Wait.
He dropped the phone.
Wait. Which lips, Foster? Which lips were moving?
No comment. If I could pull myself right now, I would. Quite. Yeah, I did take the Seahawks, right, PJ? I took the Seahawks. Oh no, I got a technical problem here. We're going black. Black Ops.
Oh, once you go black, you can never go back.
Are you trying to do a voiceover for Diana Rossini? Like, what's going on here, Shorty?
Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys are.
Who you got, Carl?
What's up?
What did Foster predict? Is Foster just not predicting this game?
I said, watch this, Peach. Watch what I'm doing here. It's a win. Bears win.
Yes. It's a road game.
You got the Bears beating the Seahawks?
Yep. On the road. In Seattle, brother. In Seattle.
Yeah, I would imagine once we do a more formal prediction here that the majority of the panel, the chat, going to go into Seattle. They're going to lose. And it'll be like the Eagles game where they go in and they just destroy them. But for my very informal prediction here, the day of the schedule release, I have the Bears going to Seattle and losing. Again, I think that team is constructed maybe the proper way. Elite defense. They can run the ball. They just drafted a very good running back. I know someone in the chat said, they're going to have a turnover at running back. That running back is going to be very good for them. I have no questions about that. I don't know if JSN is going to have the exact same year as he did last year, even though he's getting paid a bunch more money now. Again, I just don't like the idea of it. I wish that we were playing Seattle week 1. But in week, whatever this is, week 8, I've got a loss against the Seahawks.
That is a Monday night game.
Yeah.
Sure.
Carl, stop making sense, man, because you're making me look like an idiot.
Sure.
Okay.
We're still live, right? I mean, we're done?
Yeah.
Sure, Diana. Whatever you say, Diana.
So who you got, Shorty?
I have the boat ready for you, Foster.
Against the Seahawks?
Yeah, Seahawks after 11 days of rest, I believe.
I got to win.
Okay. In Seattle.
No. Oh, 11 days. No, that's the bye is 2 weeks later. It's not the bye you're talking about, right?
They're not going to win that week.
Oh, sorry, it's the Thursday night game before. Yeah. That's a win. That's a win.
Okay.
Chet.
The Staren is saying that there's no safety because their safety is now with us.
Good point. Good
They've
point.
lost a couple key players, man.
Yeah, I know they lost their running back as well as their safety for sure. They also lost their offensive coordinator.
PJ, I'd like to make something very abundantly obvious to you because I've said this to multiple people, especially Adam's show. I like to embarrass myself. The Arizona Cardinals just drafted a running back out of Notre Dame, 4th overall. Yes.
Love, yes.
So just from that alone, you suggested that running back is extremely talented, right?
Yes.
His teammate at Notre Dame, his name is escaping me, was drafted 32nd overall by the Seahawks to replace Kenneth Walker.
Oh, okay. He was one. Okay.
I think his name is Jadarian Price.
Yeah.
For a extremely short window this year, in 2025, maybe only 2-3 weeks, I thought that Price was better than Love. I think that the Seahawks upgraded from the Super Bowl MVP that they just lost. I think that running back's fantastic.
Showing the NFL game.
I'm not doubting what you're saying there. I mean, my concern, though, is him being a rookie, for one. For two, new offensive coordinator. So it might be some
that might go into Carl's favor. New offensive coordinators, so both are learning the same new offense. So just sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead, Peach.
I'm just thinking though that them gelling them gelling as a team, them gelling with a new quarterback. No, same quarterback. I'm sorry, same quarterback, but new coordinator, new running back. So it might be a challenge for them. But next up is a Sunday night game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home after flying back from Seattle the week before on a Monday night. So that'll be a tough game for the Bears to pull off, in my opinion. You're playing a Monday night game in Seattle, so which means you probably won't get back to Chicago till Tuesday. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. It's tough to pull off. What you got, Foster?
Nah, they'll pull it off. Piece of cake, man. I'm going Bears all day in this game. It's part of a historical thing too. So, matter of fact, they should have Tom Brady quarterback in it. We'd still win.
Chat, what's your thoughts, man? While we talk about this Bucs game.
So,
Short and simple on this stuff because it's early in the year, dude.
Well, the host here asked for the thoughts from the chat. Now,
No, I was just saying to have the chat get ready while we're talking about this, so we can have a.
I don't know. I'm not trying to like skew this by what I think the Bears will end up total record wise, and maybe this is a game that I'll immediately double back on. But I love to tell you guys, because they don't get the chance very often, because Foster, we're not doing this fantasy show, right? So I don't get to talk about other players outside of the scope of the Bears very much, as opposed to just who they're playing that week, right? So all that to say, if the Bears didn't have Caleb Williams, and there was one quarterback that I could choose to be the quarterback for the Chicago Bears, I'm not saying that he's the best, but I adore Baker Mayfield. I love that quarterback very much. So very ironic to Foster's point of saying, oh, even if they had Tom Brady, the Bears would still win. I think it's because of Baker Mayfield that the Bears lose this game. I really like Baker Mayfield. I think he could have a very good game against this Bears defense. And I don't know, there's going to be some Baker magic, so to speak. And this is just going to be one of those games where it's a good game, a close game, maybe like a 35-32. But I've got the Buccaneers winning this game specifically.
Heaven forbid you like a quarterback outside of a Bears quarterback. Heaven forbid.
Right, I know. I'm the ultimate hater. I think Jalen Hurts sucks, but I really like Baker Mayfield. So take that for what it is.
I'm a Mayfield fan, Baker fan.
What you got, Shorty?
If
you want to wait, I mean, I can go to the chat.
No, I'm good. I'm sorry, but I have a win.
That's not what she said, but
I have a win. I'm sorry, but I have them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0 right now.
So Shorty, how do you feel about pass rushers with very short arms in the NFL?
Less of a fan of them than ones with longer arms.
What about extremely talented defensive ends from the University of Miami that fell all the way to pick 15 that play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers now, that have really bad hairlines?
Honestly, I don't care, because when I'm thinking about these games, I'm thinking about Ben Johnson.
Yeah. So
I'm thinking about Caleb Williams.
You're gonna watch a football game on, what is that? Is that November 8th? Is that what that says?
Right. The warm weather team is coming to Chicago to play in the beginning of November. That's why it's a loss.
Excellent. So that's what I'm saying. So on November 8th, you're going to see 3 pass rushers on the field. You're going to see Austin Booker. You're going to see Montez Sweat. And then in a class by his own, you are going to see the rookie, Ruben Bain, playing football for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And you'll learn who that player is very quickly, Shorty. I'll leave it right there.
I get you. I'm running it down right now. You're a Ruben Bain fan. But we have, as far as I'm concerned, at this point, a seasoned team who's now 8-0 going into this game with all the I believe that Xavier Thomas, combined with the new tight end that we got, and just the 13 personnel schemes that we're going to be Ben's going to pull out of his ass with like Xavier in the backfield, and I believe this is going to be just as magical of a season, like draft class wise, as we saw last year.
We BCP.
I had to do it. I'm sorry. I had to do it.
And you might have just fucking pulled me, dude. I mean, I have them 14-3, and I already have it listed out here on my notepad. I know where my losses are. This is a win. It's a win, man. This is.
Can we?
If it was in Tampa, I might choose the other way around because of the heat. But they're coming to Chicago.
Can we stay in the micro right there? Because I haven't really gotten a chance to talk the draft with you guys due to my Las Vegas shenanigans, my Bear Down Sports shenanigans. I am.
So you got some mustache rides in Vegas, huh?
I'm very skeptical of Xavier Thomas. There is one way to spin it, and it's not the way that you guys would like. Because I'm assuming that when you evaluate Xavier Thomas, you're going to tell me, oh, he's a good wide receiver, he's a good receiver. And I agree that he is probably very well suited, even as a rookie with his 4.28 speed, to kind of supplant DJ Moore in the BS that Ben Johnson tried to have him do, the behind the line of scrimmage crap.
Correct.
And very much so as a running back crap. But here's the thing. Is Xavier Thomas even going to end up being a full-time wide receiver? Because he has the identical measurements to Jahmyr Gibbs. And what did
you're playing into my point. I was talking about Xavier Thomas in the backfield in the 13 personnel.
Well, if I hear Cliff Victoria in the chat say, "Oh, Xavier Thomas, he's a hands catcher," that's BS, Cliff. I'm so sorry, man. That guy as a wide receiver was projected to go in the 7th round. The Bears effectively reached for that player, gambling on his 4.28 speed. I'm very hopeful that the head coach that I have supreme confidence in drafted Xavier Thomas for him to play running back, because we don't have a replacement for DeAndre Swift on the roster.
Fine. That's you're playing in exactly what I said. I said, imagine this 13 personnel with this tight end that we drafted with Xavier Thomas in the backfield. Thank you. You might damn well be right.
The more 13 personnel you play, the more you're like trying to run the clock out. In my opinion, like that, you need to have a more high flying offense, a high scoring offense.
The more blocking you have, and the more receiving you have with those three tight ends that can block and catch, and then you have that speed in the backfield that is just going to absolutely destroy the NFL this season, in my opinion.
I think it's so far overblown, man. I think that the 13 personnel stuff is crap.
I would say that Xavier Thomas is more comparable to a Austin, what's his name, Trevon Austin, as it is
Tavon Austin.
Austin.
I see that, sure.
Yeah, but he's not a Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs is bigger and taller and bigger, I believe.
No, it's. I'll find the tweet. Someone put up a comparison of their measurements. It's identical.
No, they're not, because Thomas is only 5'8". I think
Thomas is 5'10".
Thomas is 5'10".
I got it up right here. He's 5'10" and
183.
Yeah, so he's probably lighter than Jahmyr Gibbs by like 10 pounds, 15 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't want because but do you remember our conversation when we were talking about Xavier Thomas after the draft?
Mm-hmm.
How many plays a game were we talking about him seeing? Remember?
About 6.
That was my point.
I'm getting ramped up to 15 by game 10, by game 6.
No time. You know what? Time will tell. We'll move. I really know the Bears aren't going to lose the next game. They're not.
So
the next week.
Thank you. Levante says, y'all doing too much. Xavier Thomas was drafted for a reason, regardless of how any of us feel about it. 100%. 100% for a reason. Doesn't matter where he was projected. 100% for a reason. That's my point. He's going to be like, we're going to hear a lot about him this year, my man.
Let me just say this. Jahmyr Gibbs was reported to come into the league at 5'9" and 199 pounds. Xavier Thomas is roughly 5'10" and 190 pounds. So again, the Dane Brugler, finally I got the name. Dane Brugler and his write-up for Xavier Thomas, the one thing that stood out to me, he said that the player is rocked up. This guy, in theory, if he's trained correctly, could be turned into a running back, and I sure hope that was why we drafted him.
I couldn't agree more, man. Could not agree more. And he's a get. He'll be like more. He can play all positions on the field. He even said himself, punt return, kick return,
This is garbage.
slot receiver.
Jay Grizz, I don't think that this is truthful, regardless of what he says. I don't know if there's any truth to this. So
I don't think it's God's son, but I haven't heard otherwise. But he didn't really confide too much into that, other than his dad told him he was.
I was gonna say what Xavier Thomas's exact comments were directly to the Bears when he was drafted. It made it seem like he was just kind of instilling confidence in his family. So,
but it's more like you have to watch the interview with, like, that they had with him after they drafted him.
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't really get into it too much, right? So,
but that's what I'm trying to say. It's like he was just saying, like, sure, whatever you say, man. I'm giving supreme confidence in my bloodline, my family. So if that's the story you want to run with, whatever.
What's the next team, PJ?
The bye week. I'm just kidding.
Bye week for week 10. But then week 11 is a home game, another home game against the New Orleans Saints, noon on a Sunday. Who you got, Foster?
That's their third win in a row for me. Come on, they're playing New Orleans here.
Yeah.
We can all talk whatever we want. Who's picking them to lose this game? That's my easiest question. I don't see any hands up for that.
Wait, what was the question?
Who's picking the Bears to lose this game? I don't see any hands up because I'm not.
Okay, me either. Easy, Carl.
Yeah, I mean, going into this game, especially after the bye week, I had the Bears on 2 losses in a row, right? So the last time that happened, this team found its way into the playoffs, won a playoff game. It's going to suck, maybe. It's going to be a reality check, but against the Saints, I have no questions about it. They will take care of business at home. They will just dominate the Saints.
Oh, Peach, this is another one of my, like 35-12 games, Bears.
Okay.
We also have Levante saying a W on the bye week, so that's one more win for us.
I said we're not losing that week.
Nope. All right, so moving on.
Moving on is next week is a
This is Thanksgiving
Day game at noon against the Lions. Foster, whenever you're ready, come on in and give us your opinion.
I've been waiting for this to happen again because I always loved the Bears Lions Thanksgiving Day games. Remember, it was like all the time, Peach, 80s, all the time. It seemed like. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seemed like that way.
It seemed like it because the Peyton brothers played against each other. One of them.
Yep. Eddie and Walter.
Yep.
And then we got on that. Then we got on that streak where we lost a lot of them in many years, which is all I remember. Go ahead, Foster.
The Dave Williams in overtime to start overtime kickoff return was a great game.
Yeah.
This is weird. I've got the Lions winning this game in a squeaker. They haven't done good against the Bears, but I don't know. Something is just. This is going to be like the Lions' brightest spot of their season, and like my thought. So I'll leave it simple because we'll get back into all these games again.
Okay.
Mr. Carl.
Carl.
We're talking about the Lions.
Yes.
Yep.
Thanksgiving.
I'll have to pay special attention to the odds on Kalshi for if Ben Johnson will be forgetting his timeouts in Detroit there. Again, after 2 hard losses, come back with a win against the Saints. I think that Ben Johnson is going to be psycho mode. He's going to be thinking nothing else other than getting the best of Dan Campbell. As we all know, the Bears went 0-2 against the Lions last year. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here. I would expect that to be back to even, and we'll go 2-0. So definitely on Thanksgiving, I've got the Bears winning against Detroit.
Okay. Shorty.
Wait, what'd you say, Carl?
Win.
That was win? Okay. This is my first loss of the season. I just, whenever I think about playing the Lions on Thanksgiving, I always think about that as being a loss. Like no matter what team plays them, like it just seems no matter how good the Lions are or how shitty it actually seems more like the shittier that they are, they win those games, and the better that they are, they lose those games. But I just think that this is kind of a game that's going to kind of go, wait a minute, like does this team have something over Ben Johnson? Because he came from them, they have like a chip on their shoulder kind of a thing going against Ben. I think this is going to be his third loss in a row to the Lions, and that might just trend towards a thing that we keep talking about in the future until he finally beats them, and then boom, we beat their ass every time we play them. But it's also Thanksgiving, like I said. They usually win these games historically. I might be wrong on that. I think I am wrong if I actually looked that up recently. I think they do have a losing record, but for some reason it just seems like they have a winning record to me. So I'm going to win for the Lions, a loss for the Bears. That's my first loss of the season.
What did Foster say for this
We're
game?
we're 10-1 right now.
What did
I got the Bears losing this game.
Okay, sounds good.
PJ, I like just curious your thoughts. Thanksgiving Day game.
I don't know. I think it's hard for me to want to go against the Bears against the Lions because I think, to Carl's point, the fact that the Bears lost twice to them last year, I think Ben is really going to be amped to really go and win this game.
PJ, and I guess for the panel, did you guys see the Detroit Lions schedule release video?
No.
So the Bears video, I don't even know if you've seen the Bears video. The Bears video was Roma Dunze cosplaying as Bob Ross. Very fun, very funny, little trees, all these, this, that, the other. It was a good video, right? Detroit Lions, 30-second video. Camera pans to Dan Campbell sitting in his office, walking out of his office, pinning the schedule to the board, and that's it. You have clips of all the pundits from ESPN saying, the Lions have all these issues, blah, blah, blah. Heard good old Courtney Cronin. So the Lions are portraying themselves as being this tough, business-like team that's just ready to get to work. And I think that they'll march into their home field there and get their ass beat by the Bears. I think that they're a bit of a joke this year.
Yeah. I know speaking to Raging Oracle, their run game consists of Jahmyr Gibbs and Pacheco, I believe.
That's right, the former Chiefs guy, yep.
The former Chiefs guy. So, yeah, I agree. We do have to be able to stop the run, but I just think Ben will be highly motivated. I really think he'll be highly motivated to try to sweep the Lions this year. I think he has those games circled and will make it a priority.
Wait, before you pull that up, Carl, or whoever pulled that up, I wanted to get to where was it going? Let's go with this. I was going to lead up into what Jay Grid just said. Lions just recently broke a 7-year losing streak on Thanksgiving, so I am totally wrong if that's correct, and I'm assuming that you looked that up, so I believe what you're saying. So I stand corrected. Thank you, Jay Grizz. So I don't know. Maybe we do win this game, but for me, I have to pick a loss somewhere. I'm picking this one first. That's basically it.
Fair. Next up will be a Saturday game. I'm sorry, a Sunday game at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know. It's Bears coming off of 10 games rest again, or 8 games rest, 10 games rest. So they should be rested. Home game. You would like to think they should pull this off. But what do you think they're fostering?
Well, what did Levante just have on screen? Because I can't read it. I wanted to get to that real quick. You just had it on there.
Levante.
Chief Latero.
No, that's Book World. Where's Chief Latero?
Okay, so I'll go to this. Close call, Duval, but no cigar. Bears win.
Okay.
Are you sure it was Levante? Because
yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
You are wrong.
I usually am, dude.
Don't always believe what you think.
Especially after Wisconsin mustache ride week. It's tough.
Hey, want to say thank you to Chad Speaker for joining us tonight. Longtime member for 16 months. He just had one of his good friends pass away. His best friend pass away.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Ben. So sorry to hear that.
At a very young age, and I'm sorry to blast that out there, but I just wanted to give some support to you, Chad, and we're here for you, man. Thank you for joining us tonight.
All of us at BCP send our condolences, Chad. Your family here,
Best
dude.
wishes, Chad. Very sorry to hear that,
man, and to Ed and his family too, man.
My deepest condolences, man.
Seriously, it's very sad. Yeah. So where were we at?
The Jaguars. No close call, Duval, but no cigar.
So you had a win, Foster? Or?
I have a Bears win on that, and yeah, all day long.
I feel really out of the loop with the Jaguars. Do they still have ETN left? ETN went to the Saints.
Right.
They still got Duval though.
Right. That's a football team. You thought that the Bears had a magical season. I mean, how many? And they didn't do it in such a marvelous, spectacular fashion, but they won how many games? 12, 13 games? They were the first or the second seed? Like, it just doesn't add up for me, man. I don't understand that team at all. They just re-signed their number 1 overall pick to like a mid-level contract. I think that the pick after him, Aiden Hutchinson, out of I don't know if you ever heard of the University of Michigan, Foster. He's making twice as much money as the guy the Jaguars just re-signed. I really can't understand how that team wins football games. I'm not going to say they're going to blow them out, but again, close call, Duval. I don't know if it'll be close. I think the Bears win that game handily.
Yeah, I think I said that at the end too, but it rhymes, so I had to say it, dude.
So what you got? Short.
Jags in Chicago. Bears win.
Okay.
The Bears.
One thing I want to make note of for the predictions out here. We don't know currently, or at least I don't know currently, the team. Where the team is coming from. Whether or not the team that we're playing against this week had a bye the week before,
right,
which should factor into it, or if they was playing overseas somewhere before.
Right.
So those factors in. So just to let you guys know, next on this docket will be the next Sunday, an away game down in Miami.
We eat them fish in the middle of December.
Who's the
Dolphins are not fish.
You're right.
Go ahead, ask the question, Shorty. Go ahead, ask the question, Shorty.
Who's the Dolphins head coach now?
Oh,
the guy.
I thought you were going to ask the quarterback
from Green Bay.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Wait, who?
The defensive coordinator from Green Bay.
Oh my God, Tank!
Now ask who their quarterback is.
Yeah, who's their quarterback, Carl?
Malik Willis,
the backup of Green Bay last year.
Win.
So we beat the Packers when it mattered the most, and now the Dolphins have their scraps. It makes no sense.
I want to see Malik Willis put up better numbers than Jordan Love.
Well said, Carl.
He might have the garbage time numbers, right? If the Dolphins defense is as bad as I think they are, they'll just get blown out.
Absolutely, Carl.
Yeah.
I don't think he will because he doesn't have the offensive mind coordinate him like LaFleur and Green Bay does.
Sure.
Yeah, it's hard to feel bad for a quarterback who just got paid that much money, but he literally is just signing his life away. He's like, yeah, I'll make some money and I'll just enjoy the nice weather in South Beach.
How much?
That's going to be a bad football team.
He didn't sign that much money. What are you talking about?
I thought it was for like 20, 25 a year. I thought
that's not compared to other quarterbacks.
PJ, I'm never going to make $25 million in my lifetime, and this guy's going to be making it every year for the next 4 years.
Context matters.
If he was the third stringer on the Bears, which is where I'd put him, that's a lot of money.
But what I'm saying though is, when I look at a quarterback, when I hear somebody make a statement that he's making a lot of money being a quarterback in the NFL, if you're not making over $50 million, that's not a lot of money in my mind compared to what the other quarterbacks in the NFL
are making that per year.
But Peach, we both agree when you're giving somebody $50 million and it's a 50-year team salary, it sucks.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why when he said making that much money, I thought he was making some astronomical amount like Dak Prescott of $60 million a year. So that's why I was like, what? How about so
Wait.
compared to that, he's a
That's
cheap
the problem
starting
here. It's
quarterback.
like there's like 5 guys on the top of the list here that make this astronomical amount of money, and you kind of think, oh, if they're not making that. I mean, these are the 5 best quarterbacks in the world. Dak Prescott is a top 10 quarterback on earth. He technically deserves that much money. It's a lot. I understand that. But
he
25 a year is a shit ton of money.
But he deserves to be paid the 10th amount of money that the top one. If Patrick Mahomes makes 50, he needs to be paid 10th best less than that, not
Patrick
more
Mahomes
than
only
him.
makes 45.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Only-
that's serious bullshit. I want to get to our chat because there's some good shit going on here.
Wait, I gotta
hold
say one thing real quick, Shorty. I made $128,000 one year. So if they're getting $25 million to play 17 games, and I know it's rough,
Listen,
God bless them, but
yeah.
fuck that too, because it's all relative, man. It's all relative. Too bad all my relatives are gonna leave me after saying this.
Can I get the chat really quick because there's some good stuff going on here. Tony Moy is saying Bajent will play against the Dolphins. And then we've got I'm already lost now because King Booker World says Bajent throws for 3 touchdowns after the Bears go up by 28 against the Dolphins. And there was another one.
Once we're done, I do have a direct comment for PJ.
Dolphins are an easy win. Dolphins in Chicago at that time of year is a win. If it was the other way around,
It's Miami.
It is at Miami. I'm sorry. I meant the other way around. If we play the Dolphins early in the season, that's when I predict it to be a loss. Later in the season, hey, it feels good to go down into some warmer weather, but not when it's like 95 or 92 in Chicago when we're going down there and it's 95 with 100% humidity in Miami. That just gasps the players. That's why we lose most of those games, man. It's just the temperature change is ridiculous. Just going down there and like walking to a restaurant from your car is hot enough and oppressive enough with the heat and humidity down there, much less playing in a fucking game. It's kind of like the same kind of difference, only in a different scenario playing in Denver. You go up, you just fly in, you practice for a couple games, and now you're playing in that high altitude. Those are 2 hard teams because of the Dolphins' heat and humidity and the Broncos' altitude. Just those are games that are things you have to take into account when do we play them kind of a thing.
Okay, PJ. How many quarterbacks? How many more quarterbacks are making more money on an average per year basis than Malik Willis?
I'm gonna say 6.
5.
5. I'm gonna say 5. Yeah, I'm gonna go 5 too.
That's it?
Can you tell me how much money he's making?
$22.5 million per year.
Oh, wait. 5. 8 or 9, dude.
8.
I say 20.
Yeah, I was gonna say PJ's real close. It's 16 players, so he's on the other end of the fence here, and what half of the league of quarterbacks are getting paid essentially. You've got really good players on rookie contracts, but they're not making no money compared to the big dogs, right? So obviously, everyone knows Dak Prescott makes $60 million a year. Josh Allen, Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow. These guys make $55 million a year. But there's not too many more names aside from those that are making more money than Malik Willis. Make no bones about it. Malik Willis is getting paid. He's getting paid handsomely.
Carl, I screwed that up. I think if you take out the top 5, it's like 38 million.
Yeah, so after those bums making $50 million a year, it's crazy. Jalen Hurts is at 51.
I messed up.
Patrick Mahomes is at 45. Matt Stafford's at 40, and Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield are at 33. So it's like literally like steps. You have this really high step. You go down one to the guys who are only making 50. Then you have a couple that are only making between 35 and 45. Then you got the Jags essentially. But Malik Willis is a starting quarterback making $22 million a year. That is a bunch of money. And he's got no property tax in Florida, right? Am I right? So
No state tax.
there
No
you go.
state tax.
Thank you. You guys know better than me. Thank you. So again, this guy's gonna have money. His grandchildren, their grandchildren, hopefully will never have to work a day in their life. They are going to be rich.
But they should not ever have to. Anyone that makes that much money, you can invest it properly and
Yeah.
have generational wealth. Anyway, moving on. Who's the next team?
Yeah.
Next game is a Saturday night game to be exact, in Buffalo in their new stadium. That's going to be tough being in their new stadium, being in those high winds. I don't even know if it's going to be a snowed out game or whatnot. I'm curious to know because I was listening to Greg Gabriel say before. When it comes to Buffalo, there's a certain spot of Buffalo that gets a lot of snow, but the other spot doesn't. So I'm wondering, is this a spot that doesn't because the other spot did?
Well,
I know the stadium is still outside. because
PJ,
it's not
the
a dome.
stadium is built right next to the old stadium. It is
But it is-
literally touching it.
It's
Okay,
it's December 19th too.
Yeah, so understand that Bill Stadium, as it is currently, and whatever is going to be the new one that's a couple feet off to the left, it's going to get hit with a lot of snow. So if it decides to snow on December 19th, the field playing conditions will be very snowy. The fans are covered with their little European soccer stadium. I'll get some pictures on so you know what I'm talking about. The fans will have a nice experience. The football game will more than likely involve a lot of snow.
And it's a night game, so probably
It's Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night. So, what do you got, Foster?
Google which team shovels out its stadium the most. I think you'll find it's Buffalo. I'm just saying.
Well, if you don't stop smacking.
I was eating peanuts. I forgot it was my turn. and Peach, I Bears lose this game and they lose it by a touchdown from Allen to DJ Moore.
Ooh. You got specific with that one. Ooh. All right, Carl.
He's going to have his best year of his career. Best year of his career, PJ. Watch. Best year of his career. He's got the best quarterback he's ever had by far at the height of his career.
Now that's a little asinine, Foster. It's a little asinine.
Why?
Why is
What
it
quarterback?
asinine?
What quarterback? You're telling me
Right
Caleb Williams last year was better than for careers was better than Allen?
Let's not underestimate the season that we just watched from the young quarterback. That's
I'm
exactly what I'm
not.
saying. Caleb Williams
I'm
is
just saying.
a star. And again, I made this tweet out. I know no one follows me on Twitter. I'm certain that Caleb
right now,
Williams.
who's the best quarterback in the NFL?
Listen,
Guys, real quick. One
listen
word.
to me.
Okay.
But the best quarterback in the NFL right now,
Mm-hmm.
MVP is Stafford. I don't know if Stafford's got another year of that in him. My brain still de facto's to Mahomes, man.
Yeah, but
It's not Lamar Jackson. It's not Lamar Jackson.
When's Mahomes playing next?
I don't know. I hope Fields gets a month to see what he can show in the
So if you
NFL.
take Mahomes out, I got to throw Allen in there as my number 2, dude. I'm just saying.
Josh Allen's top 3. It's no question.
All
He
right.
probably is number 1. But again, to the tweet that I made out, I'm certain that as of today, May 14th, 2026, nothing needs to change. Caleb Williams has secured $55 million a year annually in the NFL. It's up to him if he wants to reach up to high as 70. The reality is probably going to be 65, a little bit less if Dak's making 60, next closest guy is 55. I get all that. Caleb Williams, the sky's the limit, man. That quarterback's incredible. Don't just immediately write off Caleb Williams. Oh, Josh Allen's the best quarterback he ever had. I don't know about that. I don't know.
No, here's what we're writing off. PJ, wait 1 second. Here's what we're writing off, Carl. I'm not doing mustache rides in Wisconsin.
Well, if you're
in
not
May
doing no
ever
more
again.
mustache rides, I'm out of here.
I will say this, and just in case you guys think I forgot, I say DJ Moore's best statistical season in his NFL career would have been played with Justin Fields. Period.
I hope for DJ Moore's career that doesn't end up being the truth when it's all said and done. I hope that he produces at least one more year that's on par, if not better.
Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't he get like 1,300 yards with Fields?
Yeah.
Yes,
it was
he
definitely
did.
over 1,000. Absolutely.
So
It was
I
13
don't,
something.
I don't think he's going to get that many again. I mean, he may get. Don't get me wrong. I fully expect him to get over 1,000, of course, but I don't think he's going to reach that level again. I don't.
I don't mean to be rude, but are you aware of the supporting cast that Buffalo has?
Did they just draft? What was that? They have that. What's his name? Shamar Moore or something? But Moore that they.
DJ's their number one, dude.
I don't
Yeah,
know
of
what they
course.
did.
But what I'm saying is they have Cook. They have other weapons to where I don't think he's going to get targeted as much.
This is very much like
1,400 yards, PJ.
prior to Randy Moss cast of the Patriots, where like they look like they're okay players, but it's really just a quarterback propping them up, and I'm really talking highly of Josh Allen right now. His supporting cast of receivers and tight ends are really bad, man. That's why they went out and got DJ Moore. Now James Cook's awesome. James Cook.
Yep.
Definitely top 10 running back, probably top 5 running back. That's a really good player, very comparable to his
on him on the Bears.
incredible brother. I literally proposed to DJ Moore for James Cook trade straight up last year, and I got ridiculed. That's why they went out and got him. Their offense should be a lot more potent. They're just in a weird situation because their head coach got fired, and the new head coach is the prior offensive coordinator. So it's like, can he handle all of that? Can he keep the offense at the exact same level and lead the football team? I don't know about all of that.
I mean, I think also that Keon Coleman, I mean, he hasn't performed up. Well, I don't think he's a bust. I think he's a gem. He just got to get his self together. Treat football as his profession and not just a game. If he can do that, I think we could have a different type of. He can have a different trajectory because right now I don't know if he's treating or respecting the game like it's his career as opposed to it's something I just play.
Yeah, it's a really well said point. I mean, they invested, I think it was a first-round pick, if not maybe a second-round pick.
No, it was
early second-round pick. I don't know.
I think it was first. I believe it was first.
I know that the Bills essentially traded Xavier Worthy to the Chiefs, and he's also a bust. But again, extremely high draft capital. That's kind of, you needed a wide receiver for that football team to elevate. You said, okay, we'll fix it with a first-round pick. For all intents and purposes, you failed at that. It's why you're going back to Joe Brady's, Carolina buddy with DJ Moore. So they got the player they needed.
DJ Moore's been the best move at wide receiver for them in the last 4 years, Carl.
Right. He's probably the player that is even anywhere close to replacing what they got out of Stephon Diggs, right? So once they got rid of Stephon Diggs, that offense went down the tubes. I think that Josh Allen is incredible, and he's carried that football team. That's why he deserved to be MVP, in my opinion. All that to say, when it comes to the matter at hand, predicting, are the Bears going to win this football game, I say no. I think that the Bills, when all is said and done in this new stadium, they will find themselves playing in the Super Bowl on Valentine's Day, February 14th. That's my pick for the AFC there. So I've got them beating the Bears, and a little spoiler here, I think it's the last loss of the season for the Bears.
I think
Here, Carl.
Speaking about DJ Moore, I think the reason why he didn't get the numbers with Caleb is he wasn't targeted enough. I think Caleb did a good job of spreading the ball around, but it seemed like his rookie year, if I'm not mistaken, seemed like he was forcing the ball to roam as opposed to looking at DJ. And last year, it was more of Loveland. I think I really believe DJ is a really, really, really good wide receiver who has been underutilized by the Bears the last couple of years, and he hasn't had as good of a quarterback as he's going to have this year. And I'm real curious to see what he does with Josh Allen. I mean, I think the prime is set up to where it's going to be set up. He has enough guys around him to where you have to play them honest, but he still can be that. He's still that alpha in that room.
Yeah,
I said it, Pete. I said it when after we trade him on this show. 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns. That's on tape. Because of Allen. I'm just saying it. And the way Carl, exactly what you guys are all proving my point with what you're saying. Yeah. It's Cook and DJ, and then you got Potluck, maybe the one tight end. So
Yeah.
it's proving my point. What you're saying.
Yeah,
you ever
I mean,
talk-
I'm like I said, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I just think that he's a really good wide receiver. But
Absolutely.
that
You-
being
you-
said, moving on to the next game, which is-
Did
What did
Foster
Shorty
say that-
have?
Did Foster say
Oh,
it
I
was
got-
a loss?
I got a loss. I got the Bears losing. DJ Moore wins the game.
What did I just do?
Shorty
Caleb
won.
was exactly Caleb, Shorty.
I think Shorty stepped off the show for a minute.
There
So
you go.
next up is a Christmas Day game on a Friday at noon at home while I'm trying to open my presents against the Packers. Who
Carl,
you got?
I mean,
Who you got?
Carl and I both just. Sorry, Peach.
Who you got, Foster? I know
Oh,
you're gonna be
Carl
busy.
and I
I,
just-
I don't
delivering-
know if we're gonna be blunt
Wait.
about it, Foster.
Wait, wait. Go ahead. What were you saying, Peach?
I say I know you're gonna be busy delivering presents that day. There, Foster. being Santa Claus.
I need, I got to stop covering all these holidays. I'm not coming out here next year, dude. I'm not kidding you. But Carl said it, and I shook my head. Me too. We don't have him losing another game, right, Carl?
If you want to be blunt about it, yeah. I mean, we take the fun out of it for the show, but like Packers,
Well,
Lions,
I'm looking
Vikings.
I'm looking at the time on the clock, and my shoulder's killing me, man. I really I did
Oh.
hurt it. I did hurt
shit.
it. Just not, I beat those guys up, but I did hurt it later. I was picking up a bottle of water.
You hurt your shoulder picking up a bottle of water.
I seriously did, man. Out of the trunk of my car. I swear to God.
Like a
Rotator
case of
cuff,
water or
rotator
one
cuff.
singular bottle?
I reached in too far, and my rotator cuff's got like 5 tears in it, and I heard it not
You've
good.
got to be kidding me! Wow,
I'm not kidding. That's what literally why I got the belt on, because I don't want to raise my arm up, or I will be on the ground screaming.
Oh my God, you actually have. Oh my God, this is insane. Do you need me to call Anthony Miller, buddy?
No, the hospital in Rhinelanders right here.
You're going to the hospital, dude?
I just want to know who tied up the belt for you. That's all I want to know. Who
I can't
tied the
reveal.
belt?
I can't reveal her name.
Oh my God.
Foster, man. I'm telling y'all, Foster.
Now wait, if you go back, go back, because people are gonna be like, you weren't in Wisconsin. Go back and look up the name of those towns. They're not far from Rhinelander, Wisconsin. Just like I said. So it's on the tape, man.
Jay Greer says
I'm out here searching for Packers fans. This is the joke of the season. Like Packers fans think they're gonna win 12 games. And they got an easy schedule in my mind, They think, it's a tough schedule, but we can win 12 games. We'll win the division. Wake up!
Jay Greer want to know, was it Diana Rossini that tied belt up for you?
Jesus Christ.
No, I wouldn't give her any
Jesus
pleasure. Mm.
You want to
sucks.
give me comments here,
I can't-
Carl?
I can't see the chat tonight, and I'm sure I got to go back and watch the chat because I know it's another show by itself, man. I know it.
Are we talking about the
The
Packers?
Packers game. Yeah, the Packers game.
Yeah, they're going to win all. Packers are
Again,
done.
I'm happy that the Bears will be facing the Bills and potentially losing that game, predictably losing that game, so that they have their final wake up. And again, this last run in the NFC North, I don't know if this is becoming like the actual standard in the NFL. If the last 3 weeks of the season are always going to be your divisional opponents, it seems like that's the case for the Bears the last few years. They will know exactly what they have to do to beat these teams, and they will have the confidence,
Guys,
the skill, and the health to do it.
I have to go. I have an emergency.
Okay, man. See you later, Foster.
So
See you later.
I'll
Foster.
talk to you guys. I got them winning all 3, Peach. Packers,
Okay.
Lions, Vikes. Stay
Gotcha.
safe, guys. I'll talk to you soon,
Yeah,
man. Thank you.
Too.
Okay.
Stay safe.
Thanks for the therapy, brothers.
All right, bro. Be
Peace
good,
out,
man.
Stay healthy.
Where the frick is Shorty? Is he still slurping fucking
Slurping sushi.
Probably got to take care of his dog.
sushi? I know. I'm just trying to make it funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, and then there were 2. So, as you already said there, Carl, that the Bears should be win out. So, the next game is back to a Sunday game. First game of the new year. at home against the Lions. How do you think that game will go, though? I know you already got the Bears winning, but
Against
how do you think the game will go?
Lions.
Did I say Lions or did I say somebody else?
Sorry, I'm like multitasking like hell. So we're talking about the Packers or the Lions?
Yeah. The Lions. I do apologize if I said the Packers. It's against the Lions
That
at
is
home,
New
first game of
Year's,
the
essentially.
year for the Bears on the Sunday at
So-
noon. No,
so
second
in-
game. I'm sorry, second game.
In this very professional, not premature on the day the schedule was released, schedule prediction, I said that the Bears would beat the Lions on Thanksgiving, and I think that it's just equal motivation at home. I think right now the Bears aren't necessarily worried about the NFC North as much as they are vying for position in the NFC itself to try and get potentially with these records that I'm seeing. I don't know if 12 wins is enough for the first seed. They are not going to want to be, the fourth place team by winning their division, or they definitely don't want a wild card. I think that this will be another one of those games where it kind of surprises you. There's going to be some points put up. I don't want to make any jokes about it. I mean, the Lions have still very talented players. Their offensive line situation is going to be very interesting this year to see how the transition for Penei Sewell from right tackle to left tackle, the rookie tackle that I believe they drafted in the first round, and then that interior, which was very young last year, is going to hopefully be improved from their point of view. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is top 2 running back in the NFL with Bijan Robinson. Amon-Ra is very good. Jameson Williams, if he could stay healthy, if he could stay on the field, he always causes the Bears fits. We'll see if the legendary Kobe Bryant has the speed to keep up with him this year. I don't know if it's enough for the Lions' point of view. I think that defense just doesn't have the horses. I think that the Bears win, maybe call it a shootout, a little 38-32 action. I don't know. But they definitely win against the Lions.
Cool. Shorty, I know you missed a couple of them, but we're on the Lions now. If you want to go back to the ones you missed. Or,
Bills is a loss. Packers is a win. Lions is a win.
Okay. And then there's a lot.
What about you guys? Or Carl? I know you're up, PJ, but Carl.
What are you missing on your notes?
Bills and Packers and Lions.
Both Foster and myself said that the Bears would lose against the Bills.
Okay. And you? Packers?
Against the Packers and the rest of the games this year, Foster and Carl say that the Bears win out.
Went out. Okay.
Which brings us to, did you say the Lions already, Shorty?
Yeah, Lions are a win.
Okay. So the last game of the season then, Carl, is the Minnesota Vikings away. Game is to be determined. Probably be one of those flex games. The question becomes, has the Bears secured enough to rest their starters for perhaps being their playoff spot being secured? Good question. But to the statement that you did make, Carl, I want to address that. I think that a 14-win team will be the one to be the number 1 seed in the NFC. Whoever that is, I think they have to win 14 games.
So again, 14 wins. My brain immediately goes to the NFC West. Obviously, we know the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. Rams were right on their tail. The 49ers are talented. They've got their own issues with their electrical substation and their injuries. Jokes aside, Cardinals aren't going to give anyone. The NFC West will get 6 collective wins out of the Cardinals. So that's not an afterthought, or it is an afterthought there. I don't know if those two teams at the top of the NFC West, the Rams, the Seahawks, can they literally repeat what they did last year? I'm very critical of that. Again, my record prediction suggests that the Bears, with a win against the Vikings in Week 18, would put them at 12-5. I don't think that's enough for the number 1 overall seed. I just don't know who it is. I've got kind of a bold prediction on who could have I don't know what they finish, but a team that could really surprise you. I really like what they did in the draft. I'll just say it. I could see the Cowboys winning those 14 games. Cowboys, they had an incredible draft. I really like their offense as much as I dislike George Pickens as a human. You know, from a personality standpoint, that cat can play, man. And he's their wide receiver, too. I've got guys, Steve Smith, Sr., all these pundits saying that George Pickens is a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL with his teammate, CeeDee Lamb. So, yes, with the incredible safety they drafted out of the Ohio State University, I could see the Cowboys getting the 14 wins. I don't know.
I remember you and I talked after that draft, and you were like, you wanted to know my thoughts on Thieneman compared to their pick, and you kind of had something to say about that. So I could see you being that optimistic about them being 14-2.
Yeah, it is. I think that Caleb Downs is far and away the better prospect to Dylan Thieneman, and it's not any slight to Thieneman. I think that Thieneman is like a B plus, maybe like an A minus type player. Can't believe he fell to the Bears. But Caleb Downs is generational. He's an S tier safety. He could be Defensive Player of the Year, even as a rookie. I don't know. That kid's really good.
Do you guys, for the record, does anyone know how many safeties the Bears have drafted in the first round?
Foster spilled the beans on that one for me.
Mark Carrier, Thieneman.
Isn't that the list?
Yeah, it probably is.
That's the list.
Yeah.
That's the list.
Yeah.
2 safeties in the first round. That's crazy. So, and Mark Carrier wasn't too bad. He wasn't too shabby. 10 picks his rookie season. Didn't live up to that as his rookie season, but he was a solid player in his career.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, who is the Dallas head coach? I forgot.
Oh, Nomad.
It is their former offensive coordinator who was the head coach last year. His name is Schottenheimer. I forgot the first name.
Schottenheimer.
Brian Schottenheimer?
Marty Schottenheimer's son, I believe. Something like that.
Yeah. So they have
I don't know who their defensive coordinator is, for the record.
They say have a new defensive coordinator then, right?
That is correct. I have no idea who that is.
And their defensive coordinator is switching their team to a 3-4.
I'm done.
Who he is.
Are you certain of that?
I'm done typing.
That's what I heard.
Huh.
That he's going to a 3-4.
I don't know.
Because Eberflus had them in the 4-3. So they said that's why they got the big guys.
Dallas defensive coordinator.
Clark, Williams, and I forgot who else.
Yeah, that's kind of hand in hand with Caleb Downs for me. I think that Quentin Williams could be the all-pro at his position in the NFL this year too. Quentin Williams is a legitimate, iconic star. Yes. I don't know how they did it.
Christian Parker.
Yes, is he from the Dolphins?
Philadelphia.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, so
he was the previous 2 seasons as a defensive passing game coordinator, defensive backs coach for Philadelphia.
That's like an Al Harris elevation. Wow.
So he played under my guy Fangio.
Vic Fangio. Yeah. Yep.
So Fangio definitely runs a 3-4.
Yes.
So there you go. That's
by the way, as much as I love Vic Fangio and I understand what he did by leaving the Bears, but fuck Vic Fangio. Like I love him, but I have so much like I'm so jaded by him. Like everyone knew he was not going to succeed as a head coach, man, and he leaves, then he goes to Philadelphia at the right moment. I'm just jaded by that.
Why would he turn that down? He knew that his reputation was so good that if he failed as a head coach from a team that decided to give him all the money in the world, we'd be foolish to turn that money down. I never have one bad thing to say about Vic Fangio.
Of course, but I'm just jaded by it as a Bears fan. That's all. Him leaving was.
What you should be mad is at the Bears management for not seeing that and having the nutsack to fire that coach of the year to retain the defensive coordinator.
That would have been tough.
That would be a very insane move, but that would have been the correct move.
But a smart team does the right moves, right? Like even the Lions, like they should have just fired Dan Campbell and kept Ben Johnson. Because
my headset dying.
When you see what you have on your own team and you see something below that is what you who you're just make the right moves, man. It's all about football moves, and I don't know.
I would respectfully disagree because, according to that logic, the Bears in 1986 should have fired Mike Ditka and kept Buddy Ryan.
I'm not even going to get into that. I have zero thought.
Well, thankfully, you're muted, so good.
You are right about that, and you are probably right about that. Like in general, like that team they wrote it on paper and sent it to the ownership that they wanted them to at least they had to retain Buddy Ryan as a defensive coordinator. So imagine if they would have just pounded the table for head coach, because let's just be realistic, guys. Mike Ditka wasn't that great of a fucking head coach. He was an iconic head coach, but he kept all of his players from doing the commercials during that run. But yet he did all the commercials himself.
But I gotta respectfully say, what did Buddy Ryan do with Philadelphia?
He took that team, made their defense one of the best, and they couldn't beat us in that fog bowl.
So
it wasn't he developed Jerome Brown and Reggie White, and
what year was that?
Not to mention
what
Randall
year was
Cunningham,
that, guys?
86, 87, 88.
And how long did he stick around? For a while or for only a little?
Like 4 years, I think.
Okay, because I watched the Cowboys documentary on Netflix, and I remember the very extreme early years of the Dallas Triplets. They were saying, like, man, we can't fuck with the Eagles. Like, they are too good for us. And then they had a couple more drafts where they got the rest of the pieces they need, and they just flipped it over, obviously, won all those Super Bowls. But Philadelphia at that time, it sounded like we're a very good team. This is all before I was born, for the record. So,
yeah, Philadelphia they had a stout defense, but again, Buddy Ryan didn't do much with his offensive players.
He was the head coach?
Yeah, Buddy Ryan, when he left the Bears, he went to the Eagles, became the head coach of the Eagles. He had a good defense there. However, the offense wasn't all that good, and his teams never finished. Well, they never made it to the Super Bowl, first of all.
So, PJ, should I blame Ben Johnson for retaining Gervon Dexter in our poor run defense through Dennis Allen's tenure?
Retaining him or not cutting him?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they decided, we have the vaunted Gervon Dexter. We don't need a defensive tackle in the second round. We don't need Caden McDonald. We need a tight end.
Can I expound on Buddy Ryan? From 1986 to 1990, he was 43 and 43, 35 and 1 with he went 0-3 in the postseason, but he took a team that hadn't been to the postseason for how many years, and they were in the postseason for 3 out of the 4 years he was there. And then he gets the gangrene defense is what he had cultivated. Like, he was the point to this is that
did Andy Reid replace Buddy Ryan?
If you would have retained Buddy Ryan over Mike Ditka, it might not have been that bad of an idea at the time.
No, I disagree. To answer your question, Carl, no. But I disagree because Ditka, before he got here, the Bears haven't made the playoffs in I don't know how many years either. So Ditka started bringing about the winning ways with the Bears. I'm not saying Ditka was the greatest coach ever. He's not. But he was better than what Buddy Ryan was. Buddy Ryan had a better scheme because Ditka was more of a special teams coach. He didn't really have a quote-unquote scheme of his own. However, he overall managed the team. And plus, I think it was Hatley, if I'm not mistaken, who was the general manager at that time.
No, it was not. No, Hatley was way after that. Hatley was like the Dave Wanstead era or something. That was Hatley was that was Jerry Venisi. And to your point though, Mike Ditka actually in 1986 their defense was statistically better than they were in 1985. For anyone that doesn't know that, go look it up. They had more sacks. They had like more turnovers. They were a better defense. And that was with Buddy Ryan gone. So to your point, you are correct. Like Mike Ditka did have something to do with that.
So what I'm learning today is that Mike Ditka walked so that Dan Campbell could run.
Oh, it was Jim Finks. My bad.
Oh,
That's
Jim
what-
Finks. Sorry. Yeah, my bad.
That's
Jim.
what I was thinking of. So, anyway, so,
Well, I think it was Jerry Venisi before that, and then Jim Finks, right? If I'm correct.
Finks was a general manager from 1974 to 1982.
Before
kind of set the groundwork,
for Finks, yeah.
and then
How many Hall of Famers on that Bears defense? What? Dan Hampton, Michael Singletary.
then Venisi came after Finks.
Richard Dent. I know that one.
I think there's only 3 on defense, right? Singletary, Dent.
Didn't they have 4 defensive
McMichael?
linemen so 4 defensive linemen that were Hall of Fame.
Hampton, four, yeah.
No, 4 defensive linemen. Plus Singletary.
McMichael, Dent, Hampton, and who else?
I don't know. I wasn't alive.
It's only 3.
I
And
thought they
then-
had 4.
And then Singletary. No, it's,
God damn it.
look at that. Look at that little fast typer.
Mike Singletary, Dan Hampton, Richard Dent, Steve McMichael. And then on offense is Jimbo Covert and Walter Payton. Mike Ditka is a Hall of Famer for the record as well. But
Interesting. So what did
that's a crazy thought, right? The 1985 Bears had 3 Hall of Famers on their defensive linemen. The Bears have 0 Pro Bowlers on their defensive line in 2026.
Interesting. About to change this year with Austin Booker.
I sure hope
So
so. I hope he takes Trembolone.
So overall, I went 14-3. You and Foster both tied for 12-5.
Wait, I'm
Carl.
sorry. Did you say that the Vikings was a win?
Yeah.
Sounds good. So you're 15-2.
No, I had the Vikings as a loss. Sorry.
So you're 14-3.
You guys had them on a win.
Why do you think that the Bears are going to lose in Week 18? Because they're resting their starters?
Yep.
Sounds good. So you think that 14 wins definitely would be enough for the first seed?
Yes. And so would 12-5. I would think.
There's no shot that 12 wins is first seed overall.
No,
Might win the
man.
division.
No. Green Bay is going to regress. The Vikings are starting over with another quarterback again. The Lions, they're getting washed up pretty quickly.
There you go.
Nice. That's just a preliminary prediction with no Foster or no PJ, I should say. Actually, PJ is 2-0. He had the first 2 wins.
Nah, I literally am not documenting what PJ has to say today because he doesn't feel comfortable doing so. So I'm not going to shove words in his mouth.
Fair enough.
Same with chat. We haven't properly audited them, right? Like we didn't put up chat
Audited
polls.
them?
We'll do
Well
that
said.
next week.
Yeah, next week let's get the chat prediction for. We'll go around the horn with chat and get all your. We'll do it with polls, chat polls.
Yep.
You got that thumbnail, man. You got that. Do a chat poll thumbnail kind of a thing for next week.
Sure.
Did you guys do a members content tonight?
We should have, but I don't
No?
know if PJ wanted our conversation recorded.
No, I just want to make sure if I had to get the thumbnail, the thumbnail ready and post it. So
Wow, you guys will not believe this. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I thought that the Chargers would be the one to do this. Wow, look at this. Breaking news, everyone. Courtesy of the Minnesota Vikings social media team. What do we see here? What do we see in that ingredient list right here?
week 14 at the Patriots. TikTok cookies, 2 sticks of butter, 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, 3.5 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of corch, 2 tablespoons of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of Rossini juice. Where did that come from? What does she have to do with the Vikings?
I told you, this is not some BS. I mean, when you take a pregnant woman onto a boat, I mean, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, but that's the Vikings. She's in a
It's the
Patriots
NFL,
scandal.
son. You can look at the situation and be like, man, that head coach was porking an 8-month pregnant woman that he isn't even married to on a boat?
That was carrying his baby.
Yeah,
That
might
makes
as well.
me
It
wonder.
probably was his baby.
That what makes me wonder. It makes me truly wonder if that's his child.
Oh, it 100% is.
And
I'm pretty sure that
don't know.
Diana Rossini was covering the Titans while Mike Vrabel was the head coach of the Titans 9 months before she gave birth to that child. Just want to put that out as my understanding.
I mean, the mere fact that you named the child Mike and you're on the boat with this man while you're pregnant and you're married to someone else. I mean, I don't want to get into the gossip mill, but I can honestly just say that makes it very suspicious that that child is his. And if it's not, I apologize to the Rossinis. I do. I mean, my
No.
apologies to him.
Nothing to apologize
Breaking
to
news.
her.
You heard it here for the first time. Diana Rossini's child is Mike Vrabel's.
Well, I'm not going to go that far,
And then-
but it does make it seem like it.
And then all of a sudden, TMZ's on the case, and it was essentially like all last week. Every fucking day I'd wake up, new picture of Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel in some social setting. It makes no sense, man. It's insanity.
No, it makes
How do they
perfect sense.
find these pictures? And who is taking pictures of these guys and keeping them for this long?
Well, I would
No shit.
imagine that the husband, who has a shared bank account, maybe with someone being paid by evil Disney to report on the NFL, right? Diana Rossini's got all the money she would ever need. He hired a private investigator. He was sick and tired of it, and he let the evidence compile.
But
and he
how
just-
long ago?
Well said.
Years.
Carl.
Years.
Well
And he
said,
just,
Carl.
He just turned it all over to TMZ. He's like, "Fuck this stupid bitch. Let's
But think about it,
ruin
though.
her career."
Did he not have another child with her after the fact?
I couldn't tell ya.
I don't
Right.
think that.
It was probably Mike Vrabel's.
Yeah, they
That's
probably
what I'm
are
trying to make, though.
exchanging. Oh, this
The-
one's Vrabel. This one's
the
my
baby-
husband. I don't know.
The baby, the youngest child he has, I don't think is the one that is named Mike. So what I'm saying, to your point, if you're saying that, oh, he's been having somebody follow that long, so she has a baby, supposedly or allegedly, maybe by Mike, and then he's following her. He gets this camera pictures of her, and then he goes and has
Look.
another child with her.
They even had leaked pictures from Madden NFL 2002, PJ. I mean, this has been a recurring story.
You guys are sick, man. You guys.
Oh, that was great, Carl. It was
Look at the stomach. Oh my god, man.
They should have
Anyway.
had her looking at him a little bit more pornographically. Oh my god. I can't believe it was like what, 6 weeks ago since the last time you were on since you were a guest on our show.
No, it's a series of unfortunate events.
and I was like, what are you talking about with this Diana Rossini shit? And you're like, oh, and I was like, wait a minute, wow.
Whoa. Brand new Patriots logo released.
You guys are brutal, man. You guys are brutal.
That is. They should do it. Listen, we dodged a fucking bullet with this guy, gentlemen, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
Like, there was a big bunch of us, including myself, that like either really wanted Vrabel or I was kind of leaning towards Vrabel because I wasn't sure what Ben could do as a head coach, and I knew that Vrabel was at least proven. And then you saw them go to the Super Bowl. You're like, man, I'm kind of jealous about that. And with a second-year head or quarterback, new offense, all this shit, new team. But damn, did we dodge a bullet with this shit, man? Holy cow!
Yep.
It just goes to show you, like, sometimes the
Don't
blind.
put words in my mouth, Raging Oracle. I didn't say I stopped DMing her. I
So-
didn't say that.
Sometimes the blind squirrel truly does get the nut, man, and that's what the Bears did with Ben Johnson. Holy cow. All right, so we're done. We got this season schedule wrapped up. You guys want to wrap up the show?
Sure.
Sure.
Sounds
But
like
Sorry,
PJ,
I'm just reliving my Twitter feed here, just
PJ,
looking at
what's-
all this Diana Rousseau shit.
PJ, what's going on in your world? Can we talk about the article?
no
No. Okay. What's going on in your world as far as coaching then?
recruiting,
Like,
man.
what are you done with BCP for the season?
Nothing. Yeah.
Well, I know, but last year you were, it was like 3-4 months you were gone. So when does that begin? Do you know?
August, maybe. August.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so really? We got you every Thursday night until August?
Yeah.
Oh, that warms my heart, man. That makes me a happy man.
Well, it's good to be around you guys. A lot of off-season news to be had. A lot of moving parts going on and all sorts of football between high school, college, pros, a lot of different things going on. So, man.
Yeah, it's like that weird part of the season where we're kind of getting ramped back up to it, and next thing you know, it's going to be like July, and we're like, holy shit, it's training camp, and then all of a sudden it's be like training camp for you, and
yeah, I just think that I mean, you get certain opportunities, and that's the thing. That's the other thing. Because you try to get opportunities to go join a coaching staff to be under their tutelage for a week or so. Those one of the things that college coaches does try to do is get out to an NFL team and spend 3 days during OTAs or something and get a chance to
so
try to practice with the team.
So are you're like brushing heads with more NFL players or NFL teams and stuff like that now?
No, not me personally, not as of yet. I just having certain conversations there, but I haven't got there yet as far as being invited to one of their camps to participate in their practice per se.
So what do you let me ask you.
I think that PJ should request that Jervon Dexter arrive at his employer to have him help coach the students, but in reality, PJ and his fantastic star-studded staff can coach Jervon Dexter because Lord knows he needs it.
Peach.
No, I mean, I just think with Jervon, I think he does need to work on his stance, not his stance, but his get off and
His get off is just
his get
garbage.
off in his hand placement. I think that's-
PJ, let me stop you right there. If you're, as a coach, you have a player on your staff that has had the same problem for, call it, 4 years, isn't that just a problem you have to deal with? He's not going to fix it.
It came out of college. It was the same problem coming out of college.
Right, and he still has it into year 4.
But let's get off Jervon. I wanted to ask you.
No. This is I need to hear this answer for PJ because it's just that's what he is, isn't it?
I believe that every player, no matter the sport, can always improve.
Okay.
So, as bad as
I love this guy.
As bad as his situation is, as far as his hand placement and his get off, I still believe he's young enough to where he still can improve. I mean, he's only 23, 24 years old, something like that. So he still has a lot of football in him. And if you take the mindset of, because I go back to like Magic Johnson, because back in the day I was really big into basketball. So Magic Johnson couldn't play basketball. I mean, his jump shot was horrible. By the time he got in his early 30s, I think he had a decent enough jump shot. So that's the thing. I mean, you can't become complacent. You have to work on your game. So what Jervon and other players need to do, but we're talking about Jervon specifically, he needs to work on improving his get off, improving his hand placement, improving his pad level. Those are the things he needs to work on in the all season to where he can improve his game. Now, if he takes the attitude of I don't need to improve my game, he won't. But it's all about mindset for me. Because
I think that this is a really good point that you're making, because I see this player on Twitter begging his fans to say, vote me into the Pro Bowl, vote me into the Pro Bowl. And it's not like a oh, the Bears posted this, let me retweet it. It's like him showing, like, I've got all these sacks. Buddy, your average time to sack is 7 seconds. Like, we need more from that football player. And I'd be curious, PJ,
I agree
do you think that the Bears are, I wouldn't even say misusing, because I'm of the belief that essentially his skill set is what it is, and it's not good for the Bears defense. Do you think that the Bears are misusing this player?
Misusing is a interesting word.
Yeah, from a very technical standpoint, I can't get this technical on the situation, because to me, the Gervon Dexter is a 3 technique. The Bears defense is essentially a 3 technique and a 1 technique from the way that I see it at a very high level, non-technical football evaluator here, right?
And they
so I don't know if he can be put into
right?
a different position.
They tend to switch sides, right?
It's like, it's really fluid. It almost feels like it's positionless in a sense.
Yeah, I think how, depending on the strength is who they set as their 1 technique or the 3 technique. So
yes.
some plays
there is no nose technique, as Raging Oracle is saying. There is no nose tech. There is no Vince Wilf work.
But using the 1 and the 3, depending on the strength of the formation, I think they alter having Dex or having Grady as the 1 or the 3 on any given play. That then being said, the first thing I'm trying to think of in my mind is how many players under a Dennis Allen defense at defensive tackle made Pro Bowls.
Yeah, immediately the player that jumps to mind from the Saints scheme that was a defensive lineman that was very, very good was Cam Jordan. Wasn't an interior defensive lineman at all. That was an edge player.
And Von Miller, he was there in Denver with Dennis Allen when he was there.
Dennis Allen was in Denver?
I think he was a defensive coordinator, I believe, or defensive line coach his rookie year. We can look it up. Who was the defensive?
Definitely not defensive coordinator. That was Wade Phillips, I thought.
Well, let's look it up. I mean, I'm sure he was there.
We have the power of the internet, don't we?
Yeah, Khalil Mack, when he was in Oakland, was under Dennis Allen, and again another edge rusher. So the point I'm making is I don't know of him developing too many defensive tackles at a high level. He had the defensive ends.
I hate to say this name, but thought this jokester put out a good one. Let's see if I can find it. I don't know, man. It's just I'm very frustrated with how that draft shook out from a general standpoint. I hate to say it. I really like each and every player that they acquired. I listen to Sam Roush talk. I think that Sam Roush is literally the perfect tight end 3 for this football team. I think he will be excellent. But why is that player being drafted in the 3rd round? I have no quabbles over the center. I think Shorty can attest
Didn't
to
you
that.
didn't you bitch and whine about Colson Loveland as the first pick last year? And look
there
what
was
happened.
There's no bitching and whining, and I actually requested his jersey before he ever played a snap.
I
love the player. I was critical of the logic
about the player, not the player, but the position at the pick.
Yeah, the logic. Yeah, I
wasn't and look how wrong you were. So just sit back and relax and watch it happen, man.
Can I say this about Dennis Allen? Dennis Allen was a defensive coordinator of the Denver Broncos in 2011 when Von Miller was a rookie. Von Miller had 11 and a half sacks that year. So
I found a graphic. I'll give the credit where the credit's due. I saw this a while ago from Swift Sports Network. Players that were acquired under a Dennis Allen-led defense include Trey Hendrickson, Khalil Mack, Von Miller. We knew all of those. Next, Sheldon Rankins, David Onyemata, Marcus Davenport, and recently Brian Bresee, who I don't know if that player's that good. And then in the later rounds, everyone's favorite Chicago Bear of all time, Al-Quadin Muhammad, also some Isaiah Foskey and Peyton Turner, who was a first-round player. it looks like from this graphic that he made that the calling card is still Cam Jordan. But Sheldon Rankins definitely, Marcus Davenport for sure, and I even think David Onyemata. Those are good players that he was able to find a way to develop. So I don't know the ins and outs of it, but again, I feel like we're talking apples to oranges when we're talking about good old Gervon Dexter.
So out of those players you named, of course, draft position matters, talent matters. Khalil Mack, Von Miller, Hendrickson, all Cam Jordan, all very, very good defensive ends. Rankins, I think he was okay. I mean, I wouldn't put him in a top 10 defensive ends. Defensive tackles.
This graphic is very generic, and he's referencing them as D linemen. So I thought Sheldon Rankins and Marcus Davenport were tackles, defensive tackles.
Davenport was a defensive end. Rankins, he was a defensive tackle. But how many Pro Bowls has he made? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I might just be overrating the player. I don't know.
Sheldon Rankins, is it?
Yeah, Sheldon Rankins. I don't know.
Oh, PJ.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you before we wrap this up, and we got into this whole another conversation. God, I cannot fucking type right now, so I'm just gonna stay off the keyboard. I wanted to ask you, how much have you been learning being a coach from day one that you walked into your college, and you're learning from former NFL players and multiple of them, and now you've been elevated to a higher position, and you're very well respected around the facility. I just want to ask you, how much more have you learned about defense and being a defensive line coach now than you have, walking in the door there, going on now a year ago?
I think, you always learn. Learning is about making the best of the situation you're in.
Of course.
I think being there, with the guys that I'm there with, it's like every day is an opportunity to learn, whether it's directly, indirectly, and you watch and see how they interact with players and the key teaching points they make in them. One of the things you want to do is ask the why. Kids, may not want to ask in front of the kids, but you want to ask, hey man, so why are you teaching this technique this way? Explain to me why. Why do we have the guy playing the one technique as opposed to the 2-eye technique? Well,
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I guess I was more wondering, how much have you learned about the one technique as opposed to the 3 technique and so on and so forth, rather than why you're doing it, about each specific defensive formation and stuff.
Well, I think what you do is, I've already had some knowledge going in.
But you went as a fan. Now you're a coach.
But I also coached before.
Well, yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I knew what a 0 technique is, 1 technique, 2-eye, 2. I knew what these techniques are, but now you want to ask the reasons why. Why are you putting them in a 2-eye as opposed to a 1 technique? They're both playing in the A gap, but why is it you got him in a 2-eye as opposed to a 1 technique? So 2 eyes are more designed to take on a double team better to where the 1 can't climb up to the linebacker as much. So the 1 technique, you want to sit and have a 1 technique again to where you're playing the outside shoulder of the center. Attack him to where, again, you can get in the gap quicker. So are you going to use this 2-eye as a 2 gap, or are you going to use him as a 1 gap? All the intricacies of the position, that's what you start getting into. And that's why when you're having these conversations with these guys who's played at the highest levels, that's what you're asking. You're asking, what's the advantage of this? So I want to know the why, so I can explain it, and then I can know. And then when I'm teaching the points. Okay, this is what you want to do. Instead of trying to split a double team, you want to just attack the 1, and then you have the blockers on 2 different levels, and it's harder then for them to try to block you. You're understanding the why behind it. So you're not just saying, "Oh, take on the double team," or try to split the double team. You want to know the reasons why you're teaching the different techniques that you're doing.
So I don't want you to leak your scheme here on the internet, but I remember hearing Brian Urlacher talk about one of my favorite defenses, the 05, the 06 defense. He said, and, you know, when I first started watching football, I was very young, watching the Bears. I thought that this was the most complex thing that you'd ever seen. Like, oh my God, this defensive scheme is so intricate. They're getting plays in each and every single time. It's just this it's like rocket science, man. Nope. Brian Urlacher says, yeah, we just ran the same play every single game, or every single play, all game. Maybe 3 separate plays. Is that kind of what you're looking at from a football side of things on the defensive side? Or are there quite a lot of different, call it defensive plays that you install?
Well, I think when it comes to the linebackers and the defensive backs, they may get into different coverages. But as far as the defensive line, you have, like if you have a 4-man front, you got to, on a particular play, do you want this guy to play 1 gap or 2 gaps? So if he has one, if you're playing a 1 gap system, every gap has to be accounted for. So now you have to decide, do you want your guy to play the 1 technique or the 2-eye? When you're dealing with odd numbers, you're on the outside shoulder of a player. When you're dealing with 2-eye, 2-eye or 4-eye, you're on the inside shoulder of said player. So those are the things. So normally when you're playing those an odd number or a even number with the letter I behind it, you're in shade. Being in shade, you're playing half the man, which normally dictates you're only playing 1 gap. If you're playing like a straight up 0 technique, a straight up 2 technique, a 4 or 6 odd even numbers, you're playing a 2 gap to where you're taking on either your left side or your right side. So these intricacies of that position. Now, when you start calling your plays, you're telling your players who you as a defensive lineman want to attack.
That kind of, without answering my question, answered my question, because I know you have coached before, but it was a long time ago on a different level, and now you're at this level, and that was kind of the main, as I'm asking you, like as a journalist, as if you're on the podium, like what have you learned from being a retired public service person who hasn't coached in a long time on a different level? Have you learned by going into a Division III college and learning from former NFL players? Like, what exactly have you learned? I think you just broke it down there perfectly without even knowing you did, because
but that's something you already know.
I don't know that. But how much more on a deeper level of that have you learned? Like,
well, that's what I'm
on a scale of 1 to 10. It's like a 3 or a 5.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell you, that you know what the positions do as far as what a 1 technique does and the 2-eye tech. You know what it does already.
PJ is stealing the why.
What I'm telling you is, by being with the guys I'm with,
they're
why. Telling me the why.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. They explaining the why to me. This is why you want to do that, as opposed to just go out and do it. Now I understand why you want to do it. Okay, why do you want this guy to play a 3 technique over being to the strength of the ball?
And let me ask you this: the answer to the why, is it because of your players or because of their players more often? Their being your opponent.
I think. It's you watch film, of course. You watch film and you see what their tendencies are.
Right.
And based on their tendencies, you now want to see how you want to attack it. Are they an outside running zone scheme, or are they inside zone, or are they power? Are they counter? They run certain plays, so you want to be able to counter that. And that's what I'm saying. So it's, again, knowing the reasons why, to where, okay, we're doing this because whenever they got this running back lined up on the left side, they always cross your face with him. He always goes in front of the quarterback and runs the opposite way. So I know that the strength is going to be where he would normally run. But then another team, if he's on my left-hand side, same position, but they always want to run him out to that way. So now you want to adjust according to that. That's what I'm saying. So you now knowing the reasons why, as opposed to just when you're at the lower levels, you're more like, this is our scheme. This is what you run every play.
But I am not but a simple caveman, offensive-minded man. Like I know not of the defensive ways. That's why I ask you these questions, because I don't understand defense like I do offense, and so I am just an idiot asking you these questions. And I'm just
not an idiot question. I mean, I was just trying to let you know that
I am in total. I admit I'm a total idiot when it comes to defense. I'm totally ignorant, I should say, to how it operates.
Yeah, but like an offense. In offense, you have basically a universal route tree. You have a universal route tree, right? So you have nine different routes. So in your 9 different routes, you now it comes down to how do you want these players to go about executing those routes and the reasons why. Because you don't want, in some cases, you may want them to all run 9 routes where they all go routes. But that's what I'm saying. You have to start breaking down on why you want them to do certain things.
Well, I think that the most fascinating thing to me about defense, which is why I don't understand it as well as I do offense, is because defense is exactly that. You have to try to predict what their route trees will be or what they're going to do, based on certain formations and tendencies and stuff like that. But then built upon that, you have to have it's for example, offense is this is what you're doing. You're gonna go out this far and turn that way and run that way, and you're gonna go out this far and turn that way. And I'm gonna fake hand off to you this way. But on defense, you're trying to predict what the other side of the field is doing. So how do you know where to put your? I get the gaps and stuff, but as far as your linebackers, how do you know okay, you're gonna squeeze up or you're gonna pull back? That's all the things that I don't understand, and I'm totally ignorant to.
And then if I could just add on to the end of it once you're done, PJ, do you ever have a situation where you're operating like an offense where you're like, man, this left tackle sucks. I'm going to overload him. I'm going to attack on defense. How often are you doing that?
The best way I can describe the offense, and me and the offense coordinator has had several conversations. The number one thing that offense try to do when it comes to pass routes is put a player in conflict. That's the word, conflict, putting a player in conflict. You want a particular player, whoever that player is, whoever you decide that player to be, you want that player to have to decide, I can either guard this guy here or guard this guy here. But I have to make a choice, and by whatever choice he makes, he will be wrong because you will then go the opposite way. So for defenses, what we can do is so much the same thing. If we got to your point, Carla, left tackle who's suspect, so we want to crowd him. You can either down block the guy on your inside or go out and block the guy who's coming off the edge. So you have to again be in conflict to where I got to decide who I want to block.
You'd put him on essentially either shoulder of the left tackle, right?
Correct.
And we heard Eric Kramer say this exact same thing, is you want to put a defender in a point of conflict. Essentially, he has to make a choice.
Yes.
And when he has to make a choice, he's thinking, he's playing slower. This is all beautiful stuff. I just put in the chat. Best part of the show started 3 hours in. So,
yeah, it's this is a good question from Cliff Victoria. So then, based on these kind of defensive-minded thoughts, what do you think about Neville Gallimore? Is he only a depth guy or is he a starter? Is he? What do you think?
If I was to guess, based on salary, based on who else they have on the team, I think they're using him like they used Billings last year.
Yeah.
PJ, would it be asinine for the Bears to start Gallimore at the position that Grady Jarrett played last year, and for Grady Jarrett to play the position that Dexter played last year? Would that be stupid?
But see, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I was trying to allude to you guys. What the Bears was doing last year was they had one of them at the 3, one of them at the 1. What that means is, depending on the strength of the play, let's say the tight end is to the defensive left. So the defensive left has a tight end over there. So the defense is saying that the strength is to their left, right? Because the tight end is to their left.
All right.
So if they want to have what they call an over front, so you got your 3 technique over to the side of the tight end. So who's ever lined up on the left side, he is now the 3 technique because that's where the tight end is. And the defensive tackle that's on the right side is in the 1 technique. Now, if they was to take that tight end and move that tight end now to the right side, that defensive tackle who was a 1 technique is just going to go, he's going to move from the outside shoulder of the center, and he's going to move to the outside shoulder of the guard. And the guy who was a 3 technique on the other side is going to come and play the 1 technique. They don't have them switch positions as far as physically move. What they do is just tell them to shift. And that's what the Bears was doing. So that's what I'm saying. So if you're comfortable with having Gallimore in this case, play a 3 technique, given the formation, and think he's quick enough to do it, okay. But normally, that's why the Bears had some plays. Dexter was playing 3 technique. Some plays he was playing 1. Same with Grady. They were going back and forth depending on the strength of the call.
I do think that that's one thing, again, without fully understanding the technical side, regardless of a 3 technique or 1 technique, I think that Dexter can play both. It's just that for me, he's proven he can't play either at an elite level, which is essentially what we need at this point in time, the way I see it. Last thing that I got, PJ, I know that in college, something slimy that the Georgia defensive line, Georgia Bulldogs, like to do, just before the snap of the ball, their down defensive lineman will shift right before the snap to try and draw an offsides. How hard is that to coach, and is that something that you're interested in implementing in any capacity?
It's not, believe it or not, it's not just to get the offense to jump off sides. What it really does is mess with the offensive blocking scheme.
Right, because like you explained, your defense is lining up on the side of the shoulder that they're calling the strength, right?
Right.
So the offense, in theory, would say, okay, this is what they've been doing. I'm going to call my play accordingly because I know this guy's going to be here. I know this guy's going to be there. But if they're guessing, these motherfuckers, just before I snap the ball, they're all going to shift, now the entire plan is thrown off whack.
Correct. And that's more so what it does than what it does if you're trying to get them to jump off sides. You're really just throwing off their blocking scheme because they, when they start pointing out who's the mic and all these other type of things, and they're lining up where they're blocking. So now by you moving, and I don't have time to re-say which way I'm going with this block, my blocking scheme is now off, and essentially where I was supposed to have a 1-on-1 block, you probably have 2 guys blocking the same guy, leaving another guy to go free.
And if you were to coach that, would you essentially say, like, hey, you're only going to shift if the play clock hits 2 seconds? Or are you having these guys go on a cue?
Well, I think that's something you have to actually, communicate that, because you want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Because again, when you do that, when I'm telling you to shift, I still need if I'm running a 1-gap system, I still need every gap to be covered. So everybody got to be on the same page. So if I'm telling you shift to your right, that means everybody has to shift to the right, but make sure that every gap is now still covered. If you don't cover that gap, then now you as a defense is exposed.
Your middle linebacker calls the shift, says the scroll. So I don't know if you have a refuting point to that, PJ, but that would be something that I would imagine is the truth is that there's a tell from the quarterback. The quarterback is the one in college who slaps his hands together to essentially say go. It's always a slap. There's no professionalism like there is in the NFL. I feel like that's why Georgia gets away with it, is because they can ID a tell from the quarterback and be like, all right, this is when we're going to shift, guys. Get ready.
Guys, it's going on 1:00 in the morning for me. I got to go. You guys want to keep going? I'm out of here, though.
We got to cut this short, man. If that's okay with PJ.
I know this is a great discussion, but
I'm tapping out. I've been emptying the can with all my little tidbits here. So
I got life going on here, So, yeah. PJ, I want to say that your input on this is amazing, and I appreciate it, man. I love hearing you is hearing your passion for it when you're talking about it, man. And I hate to cut you short, but it can't be a 6-hour show.
I'd say the guys in the chat right here have been here for a long time today. You guys should come up with some questions for a little Coach PJ segment next week. This shit's fun, man. This is fun to talk about.
Producer, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, say some snarky. Adam Mason.
Adam Mason, co-host. If you could come back on and help us out with that, like with some of that stuff, that would be awesome.
Yeah, maybe me and PJ need to have a phone call or something before next Thursday. Get something lined up.
Raging said, finish it off like Diana. What does that mean?
I'll show you exactly what it means.
Oh, God. I'm so out of the loop.
Down, set, hut.
Come on, Adam. We know he's your co-host.
Oh, no, that's the BCP Fluffer show.
We haven't seen Carl in 6 weeks because he's been.
I didn't even do a show with Adam last few weeks.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight, guys in the chat. Appreciate you guys.
Now you guys are. Foster was here, man. You missed him. The other Foster, Chris Foster.
There was no blowing anyone in Vegas there, Adam. I don't want you to put words in my mouth there.
Oh God, you were blowing Adam in Vegas. Wow, I hope he paid you.
I was walking 20,000 steps a day up and down the strip off an edible. Is what was happening.
So I hope you at least paid him for that, Adam.
He said, "Dang."
All right, let's get to our chat, man. You guys are amazing, as you have always been. Cliff Victoria, our member. Chad Speaker, we want another member. We want to make sure that you're okay and hope that you are doing well after the loss of your best friend. Raging Oracle, man, it's been great to see you in here tonight again. Been a long time. Always welcome in our chat. Great to see you, Mr. Mayhem. What can I say? What can we say about Mr. Mayhem, PJ? Like superstar, always here, man. The Scrolls, man, great to see you again. Always great seeing you, the Scrolls. I think I said Cliff Victoria already. Oh, he's got his Michigan bat out. What's going on here? It's still wrapped in plastic. What's going on with that bat? Is it like it better be signed by Shohei Ohtani or something?
The Big House.
What does that even mean?
The Big House is the name of the stadium.
No. Oh, actually, that's actually hilarious. That's a really good observation from yourself. No, were you guys aware of the Joliet Slammers having a baseball game at the old Joliet prison?
No.
Interesting. Maybe some guys in the chat do. I'll save that for a rainy day. I'll save that story for a rainy day.
I live in Atlanta now. I know not of what you speak.
Right, you're from some Round Lake uppity. You're essentially pseudo Wisconsin up there. You guys aren't real Illinois members.
I am in
Atlanta.
Listen,
we are Kenosha Mustache Riders.
I am no longer there. I live in the land where every red light is a yield, where every gas station is an admissions test, where there are no toll roads, where my property taxes are $1,200 a year for an acre and a half. That kind of land where I live. Also, the land where it is hot as hell. So I hate the summers. D Staron, thank you for joining us tonight. Great to see you again, as well as Jay Grizz, Grizzly Bear, my man. Thank you for joining us. King Buka World, much love. Thank you for joining us tonight. Benjamin Williams, 18.
I definitely thought you were about to say Benjamin Netten. Someone. Never mind.
You are just you're out of here. You're getting removed.
It's
fuck Green Bay.
Right, Robbie Come Up was in here. Robbie
did what?
Robbie, what's up, Robbie? Hope you're still here. Thank you for joining us. Great to see you tonight. Oh my goodness, so many people. None of them are here anymore. Tony Moy, thank you for joining us tonight, Tony Moy. Let's see who's actually in our chat that we can say goodbye to. Let's see. Oh, he's in trouble. Mr. Mayhem, Cliff Victoria, Raging Oracle, Adam Mason, and Chris Foster. Those are who are left in our chat.
See you later, Carl.
See you later, Carl. She's about to unplug his shit. Did you hear that?
It's crazy.
All right, my man. It's been a great show. You know how much I love you, brother. I appreciate you. And thank you, Foster, for he had to leave early to get his mustache rides in. And we'll see you guys next week on BCP again on another Thursday. It seems like every damn day is a Thursday, doesn't it?
Not at all.
For me, it does. All right, man. We love you guys. We appreciate
Have a good night,
you guys.
guys.
We'll see you again next Thursday.
See ya.
And on a 1, a 2, a 3. Bears!
We BCP!